That was the first time I ever
when it
like genuinely watched.
Okay.
Bro, genuinely, I
we're
think you
live.
should watch it. It's such a satisfying sport.
Let's watch fencing.
No, that reminds me too much.
Personal
First time I ever
I'm-
it says you're live.
Okay.
I'm on the fence
Bro,
about that, Joe.
genuinely,
I
think we're
think
live?
you should
Alright,
watch
you
it.
can
It's such a
see yourself
satisfying
out.
sport.
Let's watch fencing.
No, that reminds me too much.
It says you're live.
Don't tell me I've been on a podcast for 1 minute and I'm already gonna leave.
Yeah, it hasn't even been a minute, champion.
Imagine using the light theme.
No, that reminds me too much.
Is it like?
It says you're live.
Don't tell me I've been on a podcast for 1 minute. Are we doing like the premiere?
No. I'm just putting in the shit in. I'm just putting the stuff in the live chat. You guys know this. We're live. You guys know the drill. Let me know how the sound volume works. Make sure everyone can hear each other. Basically, that's what I'm saying. No. I'm just putting in the shit in. I'm just putting the stuff in the live chat.
Hello.
You guys know this.
Hello,
You guys know
everyone.
the drill. Let me know how the sound volume
Hello,
works. Make sure
guys.
everyone can hear each other. Basically, that's
Hello,
what I'm saying.
guys.
No,
Oh, I'm
just putting
defeated
the shit in.
751.
I'm just putting the stuff
You said it
in
just like what's his name?
You guys know.
You said it just like Jake. Let's keep Chumpy to impersonate Jake since he's not here.
Super Ninja Jake.
Yeah. You said it just
Alright,
like what's
I'm
his name?
British and I have to take the
You said it
GCSEs.
just like
Bloody
You sound
hell.
Australian.
Since he's not here. Well, you can represent Australia. Yeah.
Yeah, I could. I can tell you everything about Australia.
Right. Well, I can hear everybody.
I
For some
think-
reason,
I
you
think-
guys sound quite quiet through my in my headphones, but it doesn't matter because I'm not watching the stream as a viewer, so I don't need them. So if it's quiet for anyone in the chat that thinks that either myself or any of our guests are quiet, by all means tell them to speak up or shut up. So I don't need them.
Yeah.
If it's quiet for
Everyone sounds
anyone
actually
in the
really
chat
nice.
that thinks that either myself or any of our and remember, most important of all, make sure if my volume drops out at this point, seeing as I am the host, please let me know because in the chat because yeah, otherwise it'd be a pretty shitty stream without since I'm going to be contributing most of the talking to this. Please let me know because
I don't understand what you're talking about.
yeah.
I think Avow's
Pretty
like
shitty
complaining about
stream. Did we say Jake had got online or did I just
I don't understand.
okay.
No, I said Chumpy
Okay.
sounded like Jake. I think Avow's
I think Jake might have just
That's close
messaged
enough.
the timing on that.
Did we say
Jake had got online? Oh, no, he
Why
didn't
is
message
Spiteful
me.
here?
I thought he messaged me. He did not.
What?
No, I said Chumpy sounded. He's on the chat.
He's on the what, sorry?
One.
I think Jake might
Bloody
Oh, he's in the
He's
YouTube
in
chat.
the
Oh.
Is he actually?
Won't be here for a little bit. No, he might be on in 10 minutes. Okay, well, you know, we're going to get started, and because you're not going to miss much. You're not going to miss
Yeah, we'll be
much
on
in
mute
10 minutes, Jake. And if this becomes too much chaos, then fuck it, we'll leave and just stick with the original cast of me, Rog, Jake, and maybe Drake Smells along with us. I'm just kidding. And if this becomes too much chaos,
Everyone
yeah,
just
let's
be mindful of
and just stick with the original
Hunter and
cast.
Humper.
Yeah, let's remember, guys, that myself.
Well,
We
how many
have-
people do we
Well,
have?
when Jake gets here, we'll have 7 people plus Cyan in text.
Hunter and Humper.
Just
Don't
Let's remember,
overtalk.
guys, that, yeah, so
Yeah.
Well, how many?
have-
So it'd be like
when
majority
Jake gets here, we'll
goes.
have 7 people plus Cyan in text.
We'll kind of finagle
Yeah.
because you can draw, right? Like if everyone, 3 people take one team to win, 3 people take the other team to
So,
win, one person
I
picks
think
the title.
I think that's long enough. However many minutes we've been going already, 3 minutes for the waffle. It normally takes about 5 minutes every stream to work out everything's working. It's been 9 months since I did a stream, so let's not worry about it. Let's get going. Good evening. Hello, everybody that's watching. We are doing a live stream, myself and for predictions for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, which as of the 5th of June starts in 6 days' time.
We are doing live stream.
You can see the Wikipedia page up right now, which is going to give you all the major details that you need to know. Basically, me and Ump are going to do our own predictions and get the thoughts and opinions of everybody else that's in here right now, and work out if anything we say turns out to actually be correct when this thing starts.
Everybody else that's in here.
I hadn't really worked out the
Wait,
Go on,
can we all
work out
can we all
if anything we say turns out to actually be
chat
correct.
how much
Why
knowledge
not?
we have
Go
about
for it.
football?
I hadn't really worked out.
Okay,
well, I'm
Hunter, you
Hunter.
go first.
The first football I ever watched was the 2006 World Cup. Somebody get Jake in here.
Go for it.
And yeah, I've been watching football pretty much for 20 years since then.
I ever watched was the 2006
I'm a Liverpool
World
fan,
Cup.
incidentally.
Somebody get Jake in.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Or
This is me, and I'm
Man
talking about absolute
United.
CONCACAF,
20 years
football
since
connoisseur.
I'm a Liverpool
I'm
fan.
gonna be a sicko of the international game. I will
Uh,
stay up and watch Burundi versus Equatorial Guinea at 2 a.m. So I have the most ball knowledge here. And everything else is just kind of read my coattails, so stay up and watch Burundi versus Equatorial Guinea at 2 a.m.
Go for it, Chumpy.
Yep.
Oh, go on, Rog. Sorry, you first, Rog. Go on.
So I have the most ball knowledge here.
Yeah.
And everything else is just kind of
Yeah, so I've been watching the World Cup since 2014, so this will be my 4th one watching.
Go for it, Chumpy.
Yep.
Oh, go on, Rog. Chumpy first, Rog. Go on.
My name's Chumpy.
Yeah,
The
so
last
I've
time
been
I watched
watching
a
the World
soccer
Cup
game was whenever I watched my 12-year-old cousin absolutely get wrecked by the other team. And I know nothing about the World Cup, but I know a lot about geography and international stuff because I do in fact have a degree.
Joey?
He's entitled.
And I know nothing about
Hi, I'm Jody, owner of JD Enterprises when it comes to soccer. The only thing I know about soccer is everything
Joey?
about the 2022 World Cup because I actually did a full deep dive of it, and I went through before and predicted Argentina to win, and it happened. Soccer. I have not begun my deep dive into this one yet, so this will be my beginning.
And last but certainly not least, Snaz.
Deep dive of it, and I went through before and predicted Argentina.
Hello, I've been watching the World Cup
I've not
for
begun my deep
decades.
dive into this one yet, so this
I'm
will
older than
be
you
my
guys. I go
beginning.
way
last
back.
but
I haven't
certainly not
been
least,
watching it as following it as much as I used to, but I do know what teams are the solid teams. I do know that arguably last World Cup had the greatest final ever. And I'm hoping the one thing I'd like to add to this chat is that before we're done, Hunter, I'm hoping you could bring up some of the new rules because I actually think are because there are quite a few new rules that are kind of and I'm hoping the one thing I'd like
If
to
we
add-
if we have time at the
I'd
end,
like to-
I might do we might do it at the end, just because I don't know how long it's going to take to do all this. So whilst everyone was introducing themselves, I was basically scrolling through the wiki to highlight the important bits. I didn't actually know that Italy's the only country that's won the World Cup before that hasn't qualified for this tournament, but I guess that kind of makes sense because not many teams win the World Cup. I didn't actually know that Italy's the only.
But your stat
country
you
that's
gave
won
us
the World
before
Cup
we went
before
live as well,
that hasn't
if you want to give it
qualified
again
for this
about
tournament, but I guess
like
yeah,
they
yeah.
won
So
it,
they won
what,
the
20
World
years
Cup
ago?
20 years ago and haven't played a knockout game since. So they've gone out. So their record in the World Cup has been won it, went out in the groups, did not qualify, did not qualify, did not qualify.
And haven't played a knockout game since.
So
so
the
their
World
record in
Cup
the World
champions
Cup
20 years
has been
ago
won it,
hasn't even made the
went out
World
in the
Cup
groups,
for 3
went out
straight
in the
World
groups,
Cups. Wild.
did not
And
qualify.
this
They
is
won the
when they
Euros
raised
five years ago, which was
recently too.
that was considered an anomaly as well. Italy were not expected to win that Euros. Oh my God, no way! Vowels once in. They won the Euros. My stream has overlaying volume. Does it?
Italy were not
Let me listen. Let me just listen for a second. Oh my God, no way! Vowels once in. They won the Euros. My stream has overlaying volume. Does it?
Could it be the you playing the same?
Oh, it might be because my I forgot to mute my. Oh no, it can't be that.
My stream has overlaying volume.
Is it me or is it Xbox that's doing that?
Oh, it might be because I forgot to mute my. Oh no, it can't be that.
I think it's on. I think it's just you.
Oh, but the stream, as in like Avow's has picked it up on the stream. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Is it me or is it Xbox that's doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the stream, I'm hearing everybody talk, and then you're talking, and then whatever anyone else says just keeps like looping.
Oh, but the stream,
So it's just
like,
you.
Avow's has picked it up on
Your
the stream.
volume is.
Okay, it
double
might be an
playing.
OBS thing then.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be that. Desktop audio, video capture. Somebody say something quickly.
Sure, I just sorted out.
Balls.
Yo.
Go
Some
Italy.
guy named Henry Jason.
Okay, I think it might be because I had my desktop audio on by mistake. I didn't even realise. I thought I turned it off. Let's just waffle for 2 minutes whilst I listen to the stream.
Waffle.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys remember the last final,
Oh yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just
I
that
remember
goalie save in the last
3-3.
couple of minutes, just
3-3
unbelievable.
draw. That's what I call
Yeah.
football.
I think like
Probably the
genuinely
best
my,
World Cup
my
if you
lack
can
of
say though.
Okay, I think
watching
it
World
sounds.
Cups in the
I think it
past
sounds all right.
kind of make me underappreciate how kind of crazy that was, but it was
Yeah.
crazy to
I
watch.
can give it a listen.
Yeah,
on
but to
mine.
be fair, I just realised I haven't been talking for the last minute, and then I realised that that was stupid because. Actually, is it still echoing?
Hang on. I don't notice any echo anymore.
Maybe not. Okay. Yeah. What I was going to say was I thought I was quiet for about a minute whilst I was listening to the stream, and then realised that that's pointless because the echo was being picked up when I was speaking. So that was. But I think it's.
Oh God.
I think it's fine now. So we're going to carry on. Okay. There's a lot of people in here now, so it's going to be quite difficult to structure this. Basically, the idea that I say the idea. Me and Ump have been rambling on for a few months about just doing a World Cup predictions without any concept of what the structure of this would be until today. So me and Ump have both found some websites that basically do simulator to predict the results and the ultimate outcomes of the World Cup. So, I mean, I guess if you want to try and explain how we're going to do this, Ump.
Well, I thought it was gonna be like last time, where I think it was just 3 of us, not 9 of us, but we had like a we kind of just went through and kind of voted majority roles.
Yeah.
On each
that might
individual
be.
game, and so we could just kind of start and go vibes.
I think
collective
we
vibes.
might go off of mine and me and Ump will have the final say, but we will take the opinions of everybody else, especially if they have a. Well, Vals gets priority say over his country, which is Mexico. Why doesn't everyone just? How about Mexico wins the World Cup? Joey can represent Canada.
Well.
Yeah.
So should we
Might
just
win
go
the
through all
group,
the
but-
groups?
I think.
Should we just go through each group?
We could vote on each
John-
group top
John,
2.
Yeah, we don't want to
winners.
take too long with it, and since this simulator also does like the results, so instead of us initially it was going to just be us picking the teams that qualify from the groups, but this website actually lets us pick the scores in each game, which will then allow us to work out who actually finishes in what position and who qualifies in the third place.
Oh, the extra teams. That's
So-
right, those extra teams.
Extra details.
Let's just. I think we should. Yeah, just go through the groups. I think we.
Yeah,
Can do it
if
relatively
we
quickly.
crack on and try not to sit on any one team for too long, or any one game for too long, then we can hopefully we'll get through. The groups will probably take the longest. Once we get to the knockouts, I imagine this will get a lot quicker. So let's get going, shall we say? Since we've been going for 15 minutes and done nothing, let's start at the beginning with Group A, which is where the World Cup starts in 6 days' time, with the opening game, Mexico against This is not in order. I just realised. I was going to say it is South Africa.
South Africa.
Let's put all of
South Korea.
Mexico's games in order first, which doesn't help.
Yeah, so we
Damn
should've
it,
done the other
bro.
one, so that's all.
Okay, well, fortunately I've got Wikipedia next to me, which gives me all of the. It tells me when all of the games are. Well, I hope it does.
Well, as a resident Mexican,
Yeah,
I'll just talk about how he feels about this opening against South Africa.
Our resident.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you guys. How you guys doing? I honestly think Africa is going to surprise people, but I don't think they're there just yet. I think Mexico has a lot of young stars coming into this World Cup, which is going to surprise a lot of people. They do have that curse, but I think they're going to beat South Africa comfortably 3-1, if not 3-0. I honestly believe they're going to have a cracking start.
I'll happily go with 3-1 if that's what Avaz thinks.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I would maybe back it down a little bit.
Let's go to a 2-1. Let's not go too crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would back it down a little bit and go.
Which that's all right. But
The
2-1
group's not that good.
Yeah, 2-1 is also fair, but if we're going with 2 goals to the Mexico
I just don't know where
side,
the
I'm
goals are
going
gonna
0
come from
goals to
for
Africa.
yeah, 2-0 is more likely than 3-1. I think.
I'm going to go in the middle then and put 2-1. So you guys are going to see my screen. Obviously, has his own simulator. Whether he's going to, I don't know if he's going to do his own alternate. Oh, you got rid of it. Okay, fine. So yeah, we are going collectively off of what mine says. So I think actually, you know what? To speed this along a bit more, I think maybe when we go through each group, we'll get our opinions across about the 4 teams in the said groups, and then via that, make a decision on the results. Because if we talk about each individual game, the 6 games per, we'll be here forever.
We're gonna be here forever.
So
We're gonna be here forever. So
Yeah, I think
best
we
thing
should
to do is probably
start
just go
by
across
just
each country.
explaining
Okay,
who are the
so
4 teams in that
Mexico,
group, which we haven't
South
even
Korea,
done
South
that yet.
Africa, and Czech Republic. In my opinion, Mexico are. I mean, they are so experienced at the World Cup. Is it like, was it? Which was the World Cup? Was it the last one or the one before?
Well, last time they didn't make it was the one
Yeah,
that
I was
got
gonna say
banned.
they had a run of like 7 World
Right.
Cups in a row of getting to the knockouts. Was it? And then they didn't. Was it the last World Cup or was it Russia?
Versus
Yeah,
Quinto
the last World
Partido.
Cup, they didn't qualify for knockouts. Surprising exit, but before that, it was 5 or 6 tournaments in a row that
Yeah.
they made it to
So
the
they were
knockouts.
incredibly consistent, and then couldn't get past the last 16. Was as I recall. So they were incredibly consistent at finishing in the same spot in every World Cup. It felt like. South Korea, they've got Son, and they've got a couple of other players that I know, but I don't.
they have that. They have that one player buying Kim Min Jae.
Oh,
his name
yes.
is.
Actually, who's the player at PSG? Who's the player
Min Jae.
that's a sub at?
The guy that's
Is he
on
South
top
Korean,
of the-
or is he?
It's Lee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
Lee
Korean.
Canyon. He's the guy who scored that volley against Brazil in the last World Cup, in the 4-1.
And
game.
then Czech.
So if we're just doing group predictions,
I think
who do
I
you-
think it's.
that's what we're doing.
I'm trying to think which
Yeah,
of these
who's-
is the weakest. Despite what Avowz has said, I feel like South Africa is the weakest. I think Czech's got a lot of I think Czech Republic have got a lot of experience in their team, but I don't know if that's enough. I feel like it's going to be. I think the way it is on the screen right now: Mexico, South Korea, Czech Republic,
Yes,
South
yeah.
Africa in this order.
Yeah.
Let's do it
I
to
would
a
agree with
7-5-4.
I
would
would
say
say
Make-
put South.
I
I
think-
swapped Czech and South Korea on mine.
I mean, you'll have a
I'll
couple
put South-
occasions like
here's
that,
the vote.
but
I think everyone agrees
Yeah.
Mexico's going to win the group, right? For the
Yeah.
most part. They
Yes.
could lose
Yeah.
to Czechia or South Korea, but
I mean, I think the
they're
one
probably
thing
going
you're
to get
gonna
7 points, top the group. And I think South Korea's going to get 7.
I think South Korea is too. I think the one thing you'll realize as we do this, and this isn't unlike other World Cups, you're going to see 3 host countries, the U.S., Canada, and Mexico, with relatively easy group stages. Compared to others. Like, you're going to see some of these that are dramatically more challenging than, like, what we're about
yeah.
to see with Canada, for example. So, just stuff like
Well,
that.
this group's way easier than Group B, Stars.
Well, Group B is,
Don't worry, we'll
Okay. I
we'll
mean,
explain
Group
it when we
B's
get there.
got-
We'll explain
we'll
it when
look
we
at
get
that
there.
in a minute. We'll look at that in a minute.
So, in terms of scores, so what are we agreed? Are we agreed on South Korea or on Czech Republic in second? I
I know
think South
Ron's down
Korea.
for Czechia, but I think
I
most
feel
people vote for
I'm leaning more towards Korea, so I will say. Does
Yeah,
anyone
that
care
sounds like
about
a
what
super
results I put in for this, or
So
No,
my gut feeling is it's going to be 7-5-4.
7-5? Oh, you think South Africa are getting nothing?
South
Okay,
Africa.
then on that basis, I will go.
I mean, they could even beat Nicaragua.
And then by that logic, then Czech
Yeah.
has to get.
I'm
Oh
just
God, not 10. Definitely not 10. 10-0 Czech Republic.
So I do think Czechia gets to be one of those third place
Yes.
teams. That they can
So that means they would have to beat South Africa, and then
would agree.
7. Oh shit! This fucking thing is not big enough. So
I mean, realistically, any team that gets, I think mainly most teams that get 3 points that do finish third realistically should make it through. That's
No, there's probably going to be at least 1 or 2 teams that get 3 points that don't make it.
Yeah, there probably will
4
be.
points.
okay, so if we're going on the basis of
if you're
I
4
think-
points,
if
you
we're going
finish
on the
third,
basis of
you're guaranteed
7-5-4-0, then these results get you that, which you guys will see in a minute.
Yeah, just
So let's move on to Group B, which is the next of our hosts, Canada. Oh, Canada.
Joey Davis.
Well, as a former Canadian resident, according to the history of AVs, I am qualified to speak on this. Canada, Switzerland, Qatar, and Bosnia. So Canada, the last World Cup, I believe, am I correct in saying it was their first World Cup since 1986? And this is their second for Canada. And so this is their second. This is their second in a row.
Canada. Yeah.
Qatar, this would be their second in a row, but the first time they've actually qualified, because obviously they hosted the last one. And Switzerland are residents.
Yeah.
They are similar to Mexico. They qualify for most World Cups without doing much of anything at a World Cup. Bosnia, I believe.
Yeah, 7th in a row.
Bosnia, I believe.
Seventh in a row, yeah.
Aren't Bosnia the ones who knocked out Italy?
Second all time. Yeah, they're the ones who beat it.
Yeah, they were the ones who
They're
knocked out
second all
Italy.
time. They've never made the Euros. I don't know. But they made 2 World Cups.
I think this is a very easy group.
Well, I
would say majority.
I think number one's easy for me.
I think majority of people would probably
Yes.
put Switzerland top. So
Yeah, so
It's
I
Switzerland and Canada
being top.
for sure.
Now, for me, first and fourth are so easy.
Do you think?
Qatar's
Okay,
gonna
is
get
Qatar going to get a
surprisingly
single
good
point
point.
this time compared to the last World Cup?
I
I think
No,
they
I
beat
don't-
Bosnia.
maybe.
I mean, it
They
depends
could-
on how you
Yeah,
look at it. If you
it-
go with
Bosnians
power
are-
rankings,
Bosnians beat
I mean,
Italy,
Bosnia and
man.
Qatar are
They're
both in the
lipstick at the line.
40s, right? I mean, it's not.
I wouldn't look at
Bosnia-
the FIFA rankings, though.
I mean,
Well,
Bosnia do have one standout
see who's
player
right.
that with in Edin Dzeko.
That's the
who's
problem,
now
though, is
40.
that they'll be
second
hedging
World
their
Cup.
bets on a 40-year-old striker. Is the worry I have for Bosnia.
Yeah.
That's
If
the thing.
Qatar
But
gets a single point in this, it's because Akram Afif just had like an absolute masterclass.
The only question really
Oh,
is
yeah.
how favored is Canada's ranking because they're a host country, right? That's
No, that doesn't apply.
Uh,
well,
Well,
Canada.
Of
I
course,
could
it's
see
a
him getting
20,
second
top
in that
25-ish team.
It's
And
kind
I
of the
think it's
same.
going to be
It's
Canada.
kind of similar
They're
with
gonna ride
Canada
home-
and
the home
it's
momentum
kind of
in the
similar with
second.
Canada and not Bosnia. Yeah, it's kind of similar with Canada and Bosnia because they both almost are kind of reliant on 1 or 2 individual players in their team, which
I think
Canada
I
across the
think
board is probably a lot better than Bosnia, so I'm going to pick them into the host country. I think they will straight up beat Bosnia, but Bosnia will tie Switzerland, get them on 4 points.
Okay, let me
and then
start
Canada's
filling
probably
some of
gonna
these
get
in. So we'll
waxed,
say
blown out by
Bosnia. I'll
Switzerland.
put Bosnia, Switzerland 1-1. You reckon Canada will beat Bosnia?
Yep.
I'll go.
Yeah, I think they're going to ride that
I-
home opener momentum and beat them
Canada's
2-1.
playing Bosnia in Toronto.
I'm
I
going to say
think Canada should.
Switzerland clean sweep Qatar, and Switzerland
That
Yeah.
could be 4. Qatar have a good offense.
at
so let's
4-1.
do
We'll give them
4-1.
1. And because we need Switzerland to beat Canada,
Yeah, give
I'll
them a
go
go.
2-1.
Akram Afif, outside the box.
So that puts us Switzerland, Canada, Bosnia. So it puts us in order. I just need to fill in. So Canada, Canada's going to beat Qatar. I'll give Canada. I'll give Canada another.
Yeah, something like that.
I'll give them another 2 now. And then Bosnia comes third. We're saying Bosnia beats Qatar or draws with them. Really?
Comfortably
Okay.
beats Qatar.
I'm making my
3-1.
own.
I'll go 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah, so
Even though I put Canada
Something
2
like
now, but
that,
this
I
still
think,
has
yeah.
the same effect.
Qatar might be the worst team in the field, besides New Zealand, apparently.
No,
Yeah.
they're
No,
not
I
the
was going
worst
to say,
one.
I think
I don't
They
think
got beat by Haiti. They got beat
if
by.
if there was a head to head, if there was a head to
They did
head,
make it be
I
fun.
feel like I could see Qatar beating Curacao or Uzbekistan.
They absolutely. They're both
Hey,
Asian
we'll get to
countries.
Uzbekistan
is so much
later.
better.
I
Some
mean,
words about them.
You could argue.
I was
Haiti
thinking
would
I
be
was
the
going
worst
to say
team
Haiti
too,
until
right?
Ump said that Haiti spanked Qatar.
I mean,
Yeah, speaking of
Um,
Haiti,
as we're saying about Haiti.
Yeah, so we've got
very
7-6-4-0. Switzerland, Canada, Bosnia, Qatar. All right, Group C, Brazil.
So Brazil wins this.
Brazil dead last for sure.
So let me
zero
just quickly
points.
run
Yeah,
through the
for
four
sure.
teams. So we've got
Until
Brazil,
they put Neymar.
five-time winners, won the World
Bro.
Cup more than anyone else. Morocco, semi-finalists at the last World Cup. They were the first African nation to reach the semi-finals of a World Cup. Scotland in a World Cup for the first time since 1998, and Haiti, first time ever. I would.
Haiti. No, it's
Yeah, they
their,
were
it's their
there in,
second. It's their
74,
second time
I
ever. I think they were first in there in
Okay.
1974.
I mean, I have the Wikipedia right next to me. I just don't want to keep going back and forth.
This is their second time. I think it was 74.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's be
74,
frank.
yeah.
If they weren't a failed state, they would
Let's just
probably
keep
have
it
a better
simple.
soccer
Is
team.
Brazil winning the group? Are they winning all 3 games?
I think so.
No,
No,
I think they
I
get
don't
7
think so.
points
No.
and they win the group.
I'm saying I
Win the
do
group on
have
7.
Brazil topping, but I think they get 7 points
Okay.
drawing with
Yeah.
Morocco.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Either
Morocco's
I
pretty
actually
good.
think they might draw with Scotland. I think they're going to.
You see,
Take the momentum,
I think it's
beat
all coming.
Morocco.
It's coming back to me a little bit. It's a little bit coming back to me with the last World Cup
But
we
either
did
way,
when we
7
did
points.
predictions. I went all in against Ump's opinions on Wales, and that proved to be a complete disaster. And having seen how Scotland did at the last 2 Euros, especially the one 2 years ago, I'm less confident in Scotland's ability to get out of this group. They didn't play good football at the last Euros. And admittedly, it didn't help that they played the host in the first game and got spanked 5-0 by Germany. So that probably dented their confidence. Or was it, sorry,
Was it
5-1?
5-1?
Didn't
It was
sorry,
5-1, but I mean, it was an own
Yeah,
goal.
they got to go.
It was an own goal.
1.71.
Still a spank.
No, it's
I
gonna be
think-
really hard to beat.
I think
Brazil
having
or
said that,
Morocco.
Scotland have an outside chance of getting out of this group. They have to beat Haiti, which I think they will, and I don't know if they can get a point against Morocco. That's my concern.
Okay, so this was just a friendly, but when it was 11v11 against Curacao,
That's the
they
other
got
reason why
outplayed
I'm
by
worried
Curacao.
is that their football.
Yeah. Once they got a red card, they were able to score
Well,
4 goals. in the
somebody.
second half. I think one was in the first half,
I
but-
need some
However,
opinions on Haiti because I don't really know a lot about them. So give me some.
Their vibes, they're gonna.
They do
they're gonna
have.
be-
I think they have.
They're gonna
I think
score
they have
goals,
one
but they're gonna
player
lose
currently in the Prem right now, and I think they
every
have
single
a.
game. I think.
I think they have a defender playing in Ligue 1 right now, but apart from that, it's.
What was their
all over the
qualifying
place.
situation?
I'm gonna predict a 90+7 Duncan Zones bicycle kick to claw back against Scotland 2-1 or something like that. But I think they're gonna lose every game.
Do
but
you think
they're gonna at
Haiti will
least score-
lose every game?
I reckon.
Yeah,
I
they're gonna
reckon
lose every game, but
Haiti
they're gonna
wins too.
score
I
at
d-
least in 2 games.
Haiti,
They're
I do
not
think
gonna
will be a bit of a
like,
punch.
Go on, Trumpet.
bag in
Totally
this
awful.
group, so-
They're going to be. And both goals are
Am I
going
the
to
only
be.
one? Am I the only one who thinks Haiti can get
Yeah, I
2
think you might
points?
be. They could get
Yes.
one.
Yes, you are. Yes. You
Am
are.
I the only one that
They could
thinks
get
that
3 points from
Morocco
Scotland
could
if they just
win
shit
the
their
group?
pants. But
That's not a
Morocco
terrible
could.
shout. That's not a
I
terrible
wouldn't be shocked
shout,
if Morocco actually wins the group. I mean, Brazil and Morocco are going on for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised
Brazil
if
has
Morocco
never
win the group.
lost.
Wouldn't at all.
Has never not gotten
Wow,
first.
really? Jeez.
At this point in the tournament.
So
Ever?
Yeah.
and they've been in every World
kinda
Cup.
hard
I think
to
are they
In
the
any
only
modern format.
that's the only nation that have been in every World Cup
Since,
as
like,
well,
the
isn't it?
50s.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
And we know who
So
the
that would be
greatest
the
player
soccer
is right
equivalent
now.
of your H&W
Yeah.
clear streak, Hunter.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make some decisions. I'm
But
going
yeah,
to make
that's
some
a
decisions
top-heavy
based on.
group for sure.
So I think Brazil gets first.
Okay,
Morocco
well,
second. Scotland.
I'm going to
I
go
think
with
we'd all
I'm going to go
qualify.
with what you guys
Brazil
said
does
about.
get
I
first.
think Brazil Morocco are going to draw with each other. I think I'm going to go 4-2 in the Brazil Haiti game.
Yeah, that could be.
I think I'm going to go
Okay.
3-0 in the Scotland game because I think Brazil will just outclass Scotland. Okay, we need Morocco to beat Haiti in this game, so I'll go 2-0. Sorry, I'll go 2-1 because you reckon Haiti will score goals.
Oh yeah, yeah. If Haiti's not going to score goals, it's probably going to be Morocco.
I'm
They have the best
going
defense here.
3-2 in the Scotland-Haiti game on the basis that reckons Haiti are going to get no points but are going to be entertaining. And then...
I mean, you're giving Haiti. I mean, this. I think
Are we
they'll
gonna
take that.
predict every?
Well, we
single
have
game?
to do the simulation to get the groups.
Oh, keep the thing moving.
third
Gotcha.
Scotland,
Gotcha.
Morocco. Is
Okay.
Morocco going to beat Scotland, or can Scotland get a point out of it? Because I'm not sure.
I mean, it depends. When do
So the
when do
order,
they
so
play? Could-
the order,
could
yeah.
they be,
So the
like,
order
out
that
of it
Scotland
when
play
they
is
play?
probably the perfect order. They play Haiti first, then Morocco, then Brazil. So they play the
Okay.
weakest, arguably the weakest team on paper first. So if they win, if it goes 3-2 is the prediction I've got, then they've already got 3 points on the board after one game.
Yeah, because I just don't see a world where Haiti wins any of the games.
Uh,
They might be the worst team in the whole World Cup.
um.
I'm just saying they might be.
Umpire,
legitimately.
I need I need a quick
They just
opinion.
won 4-0.
I need a quick opinion
Ouch, man.
on Scotland Morocco.
I would give Scotland. I would give Scotland. four points. Just go ahead and give them a draw.
Give them a draw?
I think it'll be probably one of those games where
I think they're either going
Scotland's
to. I think they're going to
attack-
blow out Haiti, so
I mean,
they're going to qualify.
I'll go 2-2.
I think.
overall I think Scotland's attack is better than Morocco's, but Morocco's defense is definitely better than Scotland's. So it's definitely. I think it's going to be a case of one of those where it's probably.
I
gonna be
think
like a
I've given
1-0
I'm
game.
giving Scotland
Just
way
depends to
too.
who. Just-
Yeah, 2-2 would be wild, but it's yeah, if it's a draw.
I'm giving
just trying to be
Scotland way too
realistic.
much credit here, and I'm also noticing I'm being far too consistent across the board with these. So we've had 3 groups, and the top 3 are all finishing with the same points tallies. So something's going to have to.
Don't worry, Group D. Someone's going to get.
Okay, let's move on to Group D. We got USA, USA, Australia, Paraguay, and Turkey.
Boo.
You shut your mouth, Jake.
I don't think this is close.
Giants are terrible. Getting grouped.
Can't get the ads off the screen. This live stream is not
should be
sponsored by
winning
any
this
of these
group.
ads.
Unless they
Unless
do
they-
want to sponsor.
Unless they want to.
Okay,
Spawn.
Australia. I mean, USA, obviously the hosts. They've got Pochettino in charge. Obviously, a very well-known manager in Europe, especially. I mean, Australia. They're just like again. They're much like Switzerland and Mexico. They're just seasoned veterans at this point. Don't always get out of the groups, but are almost always in the World Cup. Turkey might be a bit of a wild card, and Paraguay, I got nothing. No, I'm not gonna lie, I got absolutely nothing.
They have.
Well, ever since they hired their new coach, they've been phenomenal until they played the United States last year. That was their first loss in like 2
Really?
years almost.
I
So
Paraguay and Turkey are gonna bid for the I think U.S. gets the spot, and I think it's between
Who's
Paraguay
winning
and
this group?
Turkey.
USA or Australia?
so everyone's like a hater. Everyone's a hater.
Oh, so you were saying Turkey? I mean, I know I just bigged them up as the wild card.
Well, Turkey's on paper.
Turkey,
USA and Turkey are
I have
pretty
Turkey
50-50.
getting second in this group.
I have Turkey finishing first, actually.
My hater pick
Yeah.
is that Turkey finishes fourth.
Wow, so we've all got different opinions there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the USA tops the group like on again 7 points. So yes,
It is an
that's the,
interesting, like, it is such a
so
wild card. I feel
so
like.
here's we've played all 3 of these teams
Okay,
in the
yeah.
last year. We played an absolute B team, a bunch of MLSers against Turkey. They
Yeah.
beat us 2-1. And that was because they scored 2 goals in 2 minutes. The rest of the game was pretty 50-50. We had
mean,
maybe 4 or 5 starters in the Australia Paraguay game because we were so injured over the last year. and we still beat them, we're comfortably the better team. So I think we get 6 points from those two teams. And Turkey could be like the Senegal game we just watched, just back and forth, like a basketball game. So we
What's
can win
Turkey
that.
ranked right now? What's Turkey ranked? I think they're
21st.
22nd. So you got Australia, U.S., and Turkey all within like the top 25. That's
this is the most competitive group by far.
I was about to say they didn't give the U.S. that big a break.
Turkey was
they were
Turkey
nicer
was
to Canada.
They went for the qualifiers, didn't they? The playoffs.
Yeah, they're like the only good team from the planet.
I just brought up a ranking, and they got Turkey rated higher than both
to be fair,
US and Australia.
I think traditionally the host of a World Cup, their ranking does plummet slightly because they can only play friendlies. They don't have to play any actual meaningful qualifiers, obviously, because they've already qualified. So that can sometimes skew the world rankings slightly.
Yeah, but we got good qualifiers, so I don't think it's like we're 16th.
Yeah, but it depends. I've looked up 2 rankings, and they both have.
I'm
the US
absolutely
in 22nd.
not going to.
I'm
absolutely not going to overrule umpire. So I will happily take your score predictions for all of the US games and then work around that for the rest of the group.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, I will say 2-1 against Paraguay, 2-0 against Australia, 2-2.
Paraguay's decent too. This is easily the most.
And 2-2 against Turkey.
Yeah. But my hater hot pick take is that Australia.
I mean, I'm not. I think Australia.
The least talented team.
I had Australia finishing 3rd, so that's not bad.
I mean, if this ranking's right and they're in the top
I don't think
25,
we're going to get groups.
it's reasonable.
And I mean,
we got groups was 20
I just don't know about Paraguay.
And from being abs to being drawn to Australia from abs, I kind of have to have respect for Australia. So
I don't know. I feel like I want to put Australia second, but I don't know. I don't know nothing about Paraguay, but everything you've just said makes Paraguay sound like they could actually be good enough to finish second. They could be a Costa Rica of.
They have
anybody in this group can win the group.
They have
this is the tightest group in the whole.
Newcastle.
I agree with them. This is probably the most competitive.
Go on, Jake. Give me your
group.
Every single
give
team
me your
in here
opinion.
should make the knockout.
I'll take a Jake opinion on a score here.
I think.
Any Australia, Paraguay,
games are?
Turkey. Give me some links to who do you think? Who do you think is finishing second?
Well, I'm doing my own one as myself currently. I have Turkey first right now. I have USA second, Australia third, and Paraguay fourth.
Okay, I think my opinion was US first, Australia second, so I think I'm going to go with that. But I will put Turkey third, Paraguay fourth.
Turkey.
I could see
so
any
much more
I just
talented
don't
than
have
Paraguay.
faith in the US defense, realistically.
I mean, you could literally pick any 2 of these to come out, and it wouldn't be that crazy.
Have we talked about the factor that like the U.S. are home?
It is in the United States.
That doesn't really
if it was,
matter
if
as
it was
much
in
as you
Turkey,
think.
I think we'd finish second, but I think it's going to be. I think we're going to top the group. That was my hater pick. Is
realistically, the last actual host to actually do well at the World Cup was mainly Russia.
Not long ago.
Brazil did do well.
Brazil did well until they didn't.
Korea did amazing.
Okay.
South Africa when they hosted, they did get a group, but they did get a win. So
Qatar actually relatively did pretty well.
Okay.
No. They scored one. They scored one goal.
I think we're gonna move on because we did spend a little bit of time there on Group D. Group E: Germany, Ecuador, Ivory Coast, Curacao. Germany 2014. Germany 2014 winners. Ivory Coast, experienced African team. Ecuador, I don't know what was the last World Cup they were at.
No.
Second best
South
team
America.
in
And
South America.
And Curacao. This was Curaçao's first World Cup, isn't it?
Being their first.
Being led by the mighty Dick Advocat. Good old Dick.
Heck yeah.
Right.
We love the dick advocates.
Now, the question is, where do we rank?
Well, is
Germany?
Curacao getting any point at any point? They're losing all three of their games.
If they are going to
Oh,
get a
this
point,
is-
it might be against the Ivory Coast.
No.
I think they
It
will.
would be against Ecuador, actually, because
think
Ecuador
they
is
will-
Ecuador could have a 0-0 against Germany and then turn around and have a 0-0 against Curacao. Like, that's just how they roll. So they had 18 games in CONMEBOL qualifying. They only conceded 5 goals, but they were the least. They had like the least amount of goals scored too. As well.
So they're a bit
That's
like Sunderland. They're a bit like
They're just
Sunderland this
absolute
season
terrorists.
in the Premier League.
I think they are actually the best defense in this entire.
Really? Wow.
Ecuador.
So you
Well,
Yes, better
it's gonna be-
than.
I was
Maybe
about
one of
to
those
say,
where-
I have Ecuador. in
I
my
got
predictions.
Ecuador
I
and
have Ecuador
Germany.
second.
I have them both coming
Yeah.
out, and
I
I
mean,
don't
this is
really
where-
know who's better.
I agree
I
that
think they're
Curacao
both
is finishing
competitive.
4th, but my hot take for this group is I'm having Ecuador finish first.
That's
Ecuador
not
for
a
me,
hot.
is-
I
see
don't
that.
think that's
For
a
me,
hot
they-
take.
Ecuador is my dark horse for this World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
I don't think it's
But
that
for
hot
me,
a
they would
take.
have to.
Their
they would
squad
have
is
to get
really
through
underrated
Germany
when you
head to
look
head.
through it.
They can't get a draw
Caicedo,
because Germany's going to
Hincapié.
outscore them.
I forgot
Pacho,
Caicedo's
PSG.
Ecuador. I forgot
Their defense
Caicedo's
is rock
Ecuadorian.
solid. Yeah.
Their defense is stacked.
Okay, well, I
Their
didn't really know a
defense
lot
is
about
really
Ecuador, so
stacked.
I actually had
I'm not even jesting. I think they're the best
I didn't know a
defense
lot
in this
about
league.
Ecuador, so I actually just knowing absolutely nothing, I was going to put it Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador, Curacao, but actually I think by the sounds of it, the order that it is right now on the screen, I guess you could flip between Germany and Ecuador. I'm still leaning towards experience in Germany, but
Yeah, I would favor Germany because Ecuador, in my opinion, would have to beat Germany. Because if they get 7 points, Germany's going to outscore Ecuador.
The one-
They have
the-
horrible
the-
offense. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But if Ecuador gets into a knockout
I've hyped
game
up
against
I've hyped up
anybody,
the
they can beat them.
the serial like winners or like the teams that naturally go far. One thing I will say about Germany is I do worry about where the goals are going to come from, which seems to have been a problem at the last 3 World Cups.
It's,
Is who's going to score the goals for Germany?
I mean, their attack consists of Kai
Yeah.
Havertz, of
Carl, that guy
Milan,
just got injured.
Verts,
yeah,
Fulkrug,
Fulkrug
yeah.
at Milan.
They're all players that
Wirtz.
can score goals, but they can also have pretty shoddy performances on their day.
And also something that just came out recently, their teenage sensation Leonard Carl will not
He's
be
just
playing.
picked up
He's
an
just got
injury. I saw in
injured.
training. Yeah, that came out
Yeah.
literally a few hours ago.
Yeah, and
Oh,
will
is he
miss
actually
the
out,
World Cup.
out?
So
Ooh.
he's missed.
That
He's
is
missed the World Cup for
unfortunate.
this.
Also, shout out. We've skipped past Scotland, but actually, I will shout out Billy Gilmore since he is also not going to the World Cup, having got injured, which is very unfortunate. So he falls into the same boat as Mr. Carl. I'm going to go Germany top, which means they're going to have to beat Ecuador. So I'm going to give it a 2-1 in the Germany camp.
If it's a draw against Ecuador, they're gonna outscore them.
It's not bad. I
Curacao.
have
Is
Ecuador top,
Curacao going to
but I'll
score a
take Germany
goal
top
at any
if you're
point
saying.
in this tournament?
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll give them a call. We'll give
Yeah,
them a
I-
call against Ivory Coast.
I was going to
4-1
say
loss to
I was actually going to say 2-0, so I'll give it 3-1. And then Ecuador don't concede, so 2-0, and then I guess for Germany to win the group, it's got to be like that. Oh, hang on. Oh no. Sorry, I haven't.
Germany's gonna win,
I've
like,
missed
6-0
an
in that
Ecuador
first
result.
game. Those guys
So
are
let's go.
robots.
Let's give it a 1-0 because again, just to show off Ecuador's really good defense. So I think that's. Oh well, that works out perfectly. We've actually got a normal-looking group for once. 3 wins, 2 wins, 1 win, no win, no points. Sorry, Curacao. Sorry.
I feel harsh on Ivory Coast.
It was
but
for me. It was a toss-up.
This is like a
It was. This
One
is a
of the
toss-up. It was a toss-up for
tournaments.
me between which team will only get 1 win and which team will get 2 wins between Ecuador and Ivory Coast. And everything you've said about Ecuador has convinced me. And also, I was sick and tired of giving the 3rd place team 4 points in every group. So, okay, let's move on to Group F. we've got Netherlands, Japan, Tunisia, Sweden. So Netherlands again. I think they missed the World Cup in, was it 2018? But apart from that, they've been to a lot of World
2018,
Cups
yeah.
in the past like 30 years. Sweden, this is their first World Cup in quite a while, I think. Was it in 2018? Oh no, it's Norway that haven't been there in a long time.
Quarterfinals.
Yeah, Sweden were there in 2018. Obviously,
They were in the Germany group, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
they were, and we knocked them out in the quarterfinals.
Japan are basically the Asian version of Mexico. Always make it to the World Cup, and most of the time get out of the group, but never get anywhere once they get to the knockouts. And Tunisia, I don't really know a lot about Tunisia.
They're like, I think they're better than Sweden, but for me, this is like the ultimate candidate for a team, a third place team to definitely not make it. Like Tunisia and Sweden.
It's
like whoever gets third place between those two is going to get like 2 points, 1 point.
It's one of those where
they're out of here.
Because if you remember back in the last World Cup, Japan had 2 giants to face in the group and won the group. Beating
both though.
So
yeah. I think Japan beats.
I'm trying to work out who finishes top here between Japan and Netherlands.
Because I mean, Japan standout names they have Matoma.
He's injured. He's missing this World Cup.
Yes. I think.
I'm struggling. To be honest, I'm having a mind blank on players, on actual players from any of these 4 countries. I guess there's obviously a lot of Premier League players that are Dutch that are at this World Cup. The Netherlands are the same as Germany. I just don't know who's going to score the goals. Is Memphis Depay still their first choice striker? And he's like how old now?
Yeah, he's been playing a lot, and he's playing in Brazil, which is underrated league. But
I mean, they have.
I'm so fucking sick of Gakpo this season. He's just been so. If he turns up at this World Cup, I'm going to be like fuming at him.
I mean, he has turned up for the last
two tournaments. He's turned up for the Netherlands.
So he can.
Didn't he finish as the joint top scorer at the Euros? Like that, wasn't there like that?
Yeah, with
4 or 5 players that finished three
one
goals.
From Georgia. Harry
Kane was one of them.
I think
a German player. I think got 3 goals as well.
Yeah, Kai Havertz was one. I think.
Are we saying Netherlands or are we saying Japan to top this group?
It's a complete
I will go with experience, which would tell me Netherlands.
I would go with the Netherlands, but I wouldn't. But I can be swayed.
I'm going to go Netherlands, and I think I'm also going to go with Ump's opinion that Tunisia and.
But my important take is, they're good at Japan and Netherlands.
I think Tunisia and
we haven't talked about
Sweden.
We haven't talked about Sweden yet.
I mean, what have Sweden got? Isak.
So screw that.
Gyökeres. They've got the strikers, but have they got much of anything else in terms of a team?
They
got like 2 points in quality.
Oh yes, of course. This is Harry Potter. This is the magic of Potter has got them to the World Cup. They had like 2 points after the first games, then they won was it like they won their last 3 games in a row in qualifying to scrape into the playoffs and then won the playoff?
No, they only got their playoff because.
I thought they got that.
They finished dead last, and then they just lost.
Did they? I thought they had a really strong end to qualifying when they sacked their previous manager. And
no, they finished dead last. They probably sacked him after the end of
I feel like they sacked him before they mathematically couldn't make the playoffs. And then I thought they went on this insane run. You know what? No, I'm going to look this up. I feel like I'm not making this up.
No, they're just an
amazing. I'm not making this up. It's a slight tangent.
Well, I kind of don't really rate the
Slight tangent here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you know what? This ain't gonna. Am I gonna be able to find this through Wikipedia?
So just as an advocate against.
Jesus, this is.
The recent results.
This is what.
I would look up World Cup.
Yes, I just don't want to go to Google and out myself with my Google search history.
Oh no.
Okay, well, I saw a link. Here we go. FIFA
mind.
World Cup qualification. Oh my god! I don't want the whole damn thing. I just want Sweden's, for God's sake. Okay, you know what? Let's just look up Sweden.
Yeah.
Oh, you were right.
I think
Okay,
the best
well,
Sweden
I
have
guess
ever
this
done in the
is
World Cup
I guess
actually
this is
the World Cup
accurate.
final.
Yeah,
So.
UEFA. Oh no, sorry, this is the playoffs. No, sorry, this doesn't work. I guess we don't know. I guess we'll never find out.
They suck. We do know they sucked.
No, but it's,
yeah,
I guess so. Yeah, I guess I'll just take your word for it. Well, either way, I'm still going with the opinion that these Tunisia and Sweden will just outdraw each other, and so that one of them will finish on 1 point and the other one will finish on 2 points, or something obscure like that. Which I think the only way that can happen is if they draw with each other.
Yeah, put them on 1 point.
We haven't had a 0-0 yet, so I'm going to give them a 0-0. Tunisia,
It's absolute
Japan.
terrorism.
I'll give them a draw.
So yep, strikers don't perform for Sweden.
I'll give them 1 goal.
But they won't perform for.
Well, you say that. I've got some interesting takes on Norway when we get there. And then, I mean,
I should be the one to talk about Norway with, aren't I?
Tunisia is, so that also has to be. Yeah, I'm just giving them 2-0.
Okay, so Group B, here I pulled it up. Group B of UEFA qualifying.
Probably
Switzerland
is the
14,
group of
Kosovo
life,
11,
this
Slovenia 4.
Oh,
Sweden,
wow.
2
Okay,
points.
I was very wrong then. Yeah, that works. So
Kosovo,
Japan are going to
9
come
more points
second.
than
Are going to qualify
Sweden.
second with 4 points. Okay, that works.
4? Nah, give them 6. Get them whatever. Let's move on.
I don't even know how many more groups we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're only halfway. Okay, we're going to have to speed some of these up. Okay, we're going to have to speed some of these up. Right, Belgium, Iran, Egypt, New Zealand. Belgium, the golden generation that's now all approaching their 40s. Yeah, good luck with that. Iran, we love to have them at this World Cup. Egypt, this is Salah's second chance at glory. And New Zealand, I'm not sure. Chris Wood, but
come on.
I'm not sure when was the last World.
Remember Tim Payne? You guys following that?
Oh yeah, the Tim Payne.
Okay, in
So New Zealand just got beat 4-0 to 80. So
we're playing them tomorrow, I think. So
Yeah.
yeah.
okay, is Belgium not coming first, and are they not getting 9 points? Let's start with that.
No, I have
Belgium's
Egypt.
You have
in the
what?
group.
Egypt?
I gotta go. I gotta go.
No, I
Yeah,
gotta
I have
overrule
Egypt
that.
topping.
Yeah. I have Belgium,
Egypt's never
Egypt,
won a World
Iran,
Cup
New
game.
Zealand.
I think Egypt can. I think
I mean,
I
me
think
and Rog are
Egypt
both
will
saying
win a World
Egypt
Cup
top,
game, and I
so-
think.
No, Rog just said Belgium top.
What did you say, Rob?
Right, Rog?
Who's finishing
What was the
top?
question?
What's your order?
I have Belgium top, Egypt second.
That's the order I
Iran,
have,
New
in my
Zealand.
opinion. I think Egypt will win a game at long last. I think this will be Salah's redemption after what happened 8 years ago. But I think Belgium are finishing top.
Remember, they also have Marmouche.
That's
as
a good
well
point,
top
yeah.
for him, so-
They're the only 2 players I know for the Egypt team.
Well, Belgium has Doku. Like, it was way back.
We're saying New Zealand are getting absolutely spanked, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3-0, I'll give.
They ate 4 goals in the prison, guys.
Is Iran winning
not be
again? Are Iran going to beat New Zealand?
Well, they're going to beat New Zealand, and they're probably going to beat Egypt or something. You know,
I would
they could
say-
easily beat Egypt, but
I mean, they have what's his name, Teremi, as their striker.
yeah, ours Moose, he got banned because he said
Oh,
fuck the
okay.
regime, I think, so. So they're missing a lot of their players because of that. So they're probably will lose to Egypt. I think, just 'cause of that. If there's their full team
I'll
out,
go
I would back
2-1.
around.
I'll go 2-1 here. 1 for Salah, 1 for Marmouche. And Egypt, New Zealand.
Okay.
I'll go. Fuck it. I'll just say. And you know, I'm gonna absolutely spank on New Zealand. I'll give a 3-0 win to Egypt here against New Zealand. Actually, no. I'll give them 1. I'll give them 1. So Chris Wood Chris Wood scores 1 goal, the only goal New Zealand scores, and it's a penalty.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah,
Killer.
sorry, Killer.
Well, let's give him an
An own goal. Okay, Group H: Spain, Uruguay, Saudi Arabia, Cape Verde. Is there any? I'm not
Okay,
even.
so waste no
I'm
time
not
with
even going
this.
to
Spain
talk
on
about
top.
the two countries here.
Yeah, is anyone?
Is there
the
anyone
Spain
who
on
is
top?
not saying Spain, Uruguay top 2 here? Saudi Arabia won against Argentina at the last World Cup and didn't do anything else. And Cape Verde, is this
Okay.
Cape Verde's first World Cup or is this their second?
Yeah, Cabo Verde
What's
was
that?
they were the second smallest country
Before
that
Curacao
qualified
did
before
it, yeah.
Curacao did. So they're number 3 behind Iceland.
Curacao did.
I think Saudi.
So they're-
I think Saudi.
I
I think
don't
Saudi
know
Arabia
anything
will get
about
their one win of the
Cabo
tournament
Verde.
against Cape Verde, the way they did with Argentina, and then do nothing else.
Actually, I think they get 2 points. I think they get Uruguay and Cabo
Surely
Verde
not.
Mm-hmm.
draws.
You're saying they draw both?
Because Uruguay is just straight ass right now. They're by far the
Uruguay
worst
didn't Uruguay
soccer
go out in the
team, right?
groups at the last World
Well-
Cup? Is that, or was that Russia? They did that.
Yes, they
Yeah.
did.
Something like that.
Suarez
did,
kicked
they
over
did.
the
Well,
VAR
Maradona
monitor
just
at the end
got
of
the
the
revenge.
at the end of the game.
That was
I
when
think
funny.
Uruguay will still qualify in second, but it's like for me, it's
that
like
was when
9
they
for
were.
Spain,
That was when they
4
were.
for
They were
Uruguay,
actually in
2 for
second
Saudi,
place.
and 1
But they have
for
got-
Cabo Verde.
They were actually in second place for the majority of their game until South Korea stalled in like the 91st minute to go through instead. So.
They have got Bielsa in charge though. Managerial.
Yeah, but it's he's been there a couple of years, and you know what that
Oh,
means.
really?
They're
Okay.
falling off.
Um,
Yeah, they were great 2 years ago at the Copa America, and now it's just been a decline.
okay.
I think.
On that logic, I will go with what you guys are saying then. So, Cape Verde then by the. I'm going to say Cape Verde get nothing. I'm going to say, oh no, but that won't work either. Unless I give,
think they
Uruguay
get a
a better
point.
goal difference than Saudi.
Yeah.
You reckon Cape Verde? You reckon Cape Verde will get a point?
Uruguay, it's
Well, Saudi's not beating.
That's the problem. I don't know if Saudi. I don't know if Saudi. I don't know if
The thing
Saudi
is,
will get their
Spain
one
and Uruguay
win
won
against
2.
Cape Verde, and then that's it. Well, either way, Spain.
That could be it.
that-
Yeah.
Hmm.
9-4-3-1.
It's their
something
only
like that.
chance.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go. No, you know, I've changed my mind.
yeah. The thing
Despite-
is, but
Despite drawing Iraq, I think
the thing
Spain
is
actually
with
still
Cape
good.
Verde, a lot of their players aren't actually
Anybody else see
from,
that game?
a lot of their players aren't actually from
Oh,
Cape
yeah.
Verde. Most of them are just
Yes,
most
I
of them
forgot
just have
about that.
Dutch citizenship.
I think
so.
I saw a stat. I saw a post on.
No, they're.
I saw a
they're
post on
Portuguese.
Facebook that showed like all players that represent their respective countries that weren't born in the countries that they're representing.
No, you're thinking of Curacao. Curacao the touch.
And then Saudi. Oh, hang on, no, wait. What the fuck have I done here? Oh, this doesn't work either. Have I fucked one of these up? Oh, I fucked. Oh, yeah. I fucked up the Uruguay. I fucked up the
You have
Uruguay Cape Verde one.
Uruguay, Cape Verde.
This one I'll say is 0-0. So I think that works. Yeah. So Saudi get 2 points. Cape Verde get 1. Uruguay go through in second, but only have 4 points. Yeah, that works. Just remember
Actually
for
gonna
the
watch
viewers
Spain
that are
Cabo
watching
Verde.
this, we're not really focusing so much on the scores. We're just focusing on getting the teams in the right positions that we're predicting. All right, this one might be the most wide open in my opinion. Well, for 3 of the teams, not for Iraq. France, Senegal, Norway, Iraq. In my opinion, Norway are my dark horse of this tournament. I think everyone's going to talk about Haaland, but I think
Snaz would like that.
I think everyone's
everyone's talking
Norway's
about Haaland, but I think the whole team is actually pretty darn solid. I don't know anything about the goalkeeper, but every other position, I think Norway's got an actually quite good team.
I mean, obviously they have Haaland, they have Odegaard, they have Strand Larsen at Crystal Palace, Sorloth of Atletico Madrid, so 3 all-rounded strikers.
Well, I mean, what do we define as a dark horse outside the top 10?
Just
I mean, what are we defining?
I would
that
say a
as
country
dark
that
horse?
people would say have no expectations of winning or going far into the tournament. And also because Norway haven't been. This is Norway's first World Cup since 1998. I think that also adds to it.
Okay.
But arguably they have. But arguably Norway,
Norway has a great offense.
Norway arguably have the best striker on the planet in Haaland. It's debatable. There are other strikers out there, of course, but.
Thank you very much.
I mean, one of the other strikers that's up for debate plays for the France team in Mbappe.
Well, I'd say
So
the best,
here's the
best
thing,
striker in the
right?
world.
Do you trust Norway
this
or
season is
Senegal
English,
to get a
but we'll get
result
to
from
that.
France?
Probably Norway.
I wouldn't.
would have a
I'm
better
based on the hype I'm
chance.
giving Norway. I think
I think
Senegal
it's
got a
Senegal.
chance, but based on the hype I'm giving Norway, it would be stupid if I didn't go Norway.
I have to completely disagree.
Senegal.
I think Senegal.
Senegal
the
have got the
history.
experience and the history.
They're gonna. That's gonna be no.
Too.
Geopolitical history against France, and I think that
And they
is
were
gonna
the
motivate
deserving
them.
champions of AFCON.
France
Might be.
France
they
also
are,
have a
okay,
slow
too long.
start to tournaments, as I recall. The last Euros the last Euros everyone banged on about England being terrible at the last Euros. France were absolutely awful every game at the last Euros, and they still got to like the semis or the quarters or whatever it was.
Yeah, because I think
I'm
up
gonna
until
look up where
the
Norway's
semis,
playing, and that's
up until
gonna
the
be
semis, they hadn't
really
scored a
key.
single goal from open play. All of their goals have been own goals or
Oh,
a penalty.
Mbappe was injured, wasn't he? He had that facial injury or something. He was having to wear a mask.
Yeah.
I don't really know a lot about the Senegal team apart from Mane. I know there are a couple of other Premier League Senegalese players. Gueye.
Their entire team plays. Besides Mane, they all play in top 5.
Are we actually going with? Are we actually
So here's
going
the
with
deal.
France not top of this group then?
They have a couple.
No, I think France tops the group.
players
I'm
in the
just saying,
Saudi
I
league,
think.
but
I think if France drops
Is there a
points, it's
scenario?
gonna
I
be
think is there a
Senegal.
scenario where we can set this up where Senegal and Norway both finish on 6 points, but we put Norway in third? Would that work?
you can have 3 teams having 6 points if you're saying all of them beat Iraq and then one team beats each other.
Yeah, if they
So-
all beat each
I
other,
think-
but that would be kind of crazy. I
don't think France will lose a game either.
So all these games are in open air stadiums. Senegal advantage, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. We haven't even taken into account the conditions. Some of these stadiums.
Now France is too good. I think they'll overcome that just by skill. I don't think Norway. I don't think
Well,
Okay. Well, we've already agreed Iraq are not getting anything, so I'm just gonna fill that one in quickly.
which is very harsh because they're not. They're far better than a
I've
couple of
kind
Asian
of been
teams at this
screwed
tournament.
over based on the group that they're in, Iraq. That is, yeah, it's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah.
This is the worst
don't-
group. This is the worst group to be the 4th team in.
Yep.
I just don't know which way I'm going to go here. I'm trying to work out how we can get this.
it might be either them or
trying to
Haiti,
work out-
but
I like France first, Senegal
Okay.
second. I wouldn't worry about the points. Just try to get that order. But all 3 of those teams are making it, so maybe
Yeah,
get
that's
them
what I'm trying
4
to
points
work
each,
out how
you know
to
what
do
I mean?
it. So, well, actually, yeah, sorry. Let's fill in.
I
Just
think
have France
another
win
thing would
every game,
maybe
you
edge it
know.
for me is I think Senegal's defense probably is that bit better than Norway's. So.
Yeah.
Well, I did just watch the United States completely touch up the Senegal defense, so maybe not. I got to watch that live.
Well, there is that, but you can never really know until the World
So
Cup
that's
actually kicks off.
6-3-3. So if we go,
So I actually think the way I watched that game, Senegal was, they went blitzing all out. They played us in a way to prepare for Norway.
I think if that works, that should put. Oh no, that doesn't work either. 9-4-4. Well, it does work, but it's not exactly how I was trying to get it so that Senegal were comfortably clear.
We'll just get them
Well,
in second.
4
that's all that
points
matters.
Senegal are in
Like,
second.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys have
that's-
Norway? And,
Yeah, Norway in third.
Norway in
Yeah,
third.
that's how we wanted it. Yeah. Okay, I guess that works.
Yeah, that's good.
It all depends
Yeah.
how the third
Yeah, of
place
course.
is.
'Cause
Yeah,
we're not caring
this
about
will-
the
this will
points or
only-
the
this-
goals
this-
or whatever.
yeah.
We just
this-
care about the 8 teams
this
that
will
make it
only
to
My
the
matter
take is
with the third place
my take is that
group when we get to the bottom.
My take is that Norway will score the most goals in this group, but they'll also concede.
Yeah,
well, not as
they'll
many as
score
Iraq,
5
but they'll
against
also
Iraq.
concede.
Okay, we
a
got
lot as well.
3 groups left. Argentina. We got
Let's
all
move
the
on.
A's here. We got Argentina, Austria, Algeria, and then throw in Jordan.
This is realistically Group A.
Okay, I have
Yep.
one question. Is Messi?
Yes,
playing?
I think he's got a small
Yes,
injury,
yes.
but he is at this World Cup.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That was a fake.
I did
injury.
hear him.
Algeria,
I didn't know if that impacted his ability to play.
Austria are basically a
Algeria,
slightly
Austria,
less
and Jordan.
impressive Switzerland, in my opinion. Although actually, is this Austria's first World Cup in a little while? Let me just have a look.
Yeah, one of the last one.
So it's does anyone disagree
No,
with Argentina
absolutely
topping
not.
the group?
Oh, this is
No,
Okay.
defending
this
champions.
is also
Argentina.
this is also
Defending
Austria's
champions.
first World Cup since '98.
Who do we have getting second?
So I have Argentina topping, Algeria second, and then Austria
Yeah, I
third.
think Austria are good
Yeah,
enough
same.
to get some
Hmm.
I can't choose between Algeria and Austria. I think both are actually capable.
I have Austria second
Ump.
in this group.
Yeah, I'm struggling to decide between the two of them, so I will go.
Yeah. And I've got Algeria second.
And Jordan's not
But
bad. They're
that's-
going to be fun to watch. So don't, if you're up late, you want to watch a Jordan game, they are just fuck it. We're going to
Let's
attack.
just.
They might eat 4 goals, but they will be fun.
Oh, well,
to
in that
watch.
case, then. In that case, then I'll give
And
them.
they're going to score goals, but you know, they're going to get last place.
Okay.
Yeah, they are an all-out attack. They're like Panama. They're just
In that
gonna
case,
send it.
in that case, I'll give Jordan a
if they
goal in every
concede
game.
six.
In fact, you know, what, I'll give him 2 in this game. But I'm going to go. I'm going to go with Austria, and this is I'm going with
result
Austria
against
purely on
Austria,
Team
Algeria,
Europe.
but-
So I guess we'll go with that, and then we have to go this, and then well, I've said Austria, so I guess we'll go.
God damn it, you don't. God damn it. I can't believe you don't believe in
Yeah, I
Riyad
like
Mahrez.
Mahrez, but I'll be honest, I've purely gone Team Europe here, just because I can't choose between the two of them. Yeah, sorry, Algeria. Anyway, moving on. Next, we have Portugal, Colombia, Uzbekistan, and, as Snoz called them, Dr. Congo. That's DR. That's Democratic Republic of Congo.
Dr. Congo.
I think this might be the easiest group for the team that finishes first. I think Portugal is just going to clean sweep this group. There's
Mm-hmm.
No.
I got
It's not gonna
Colombia
be- it's
winning.
not that simple. Colombia have got.
Yeah, I got
they've got
Colombia.
very
Where did
solid
Colombia
side.
finish in South American qualifying?
They were third, but they were the
Third, I
runners up
think.
at Copa America. They took Argentina to
Okay.
overtime. And they are, if they draw Portugal, I think they will outscore them. They're like either they're a team that can put 5
Really?
in if they buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, they either win by like
Can
5
we?
or
Is there any distinction between Uzbekistan and Congo? Is there like a clear better team between these two, or could we put both these as like?
Uzbekistan,
Uzbekistan.
I mean, this is coming from my city bias.
Oh, Kusinov, yeah.
Kusinov, but I'm putting Uzbekistan
I'm feeling like I just
third.
put both of these. I feel like
I'm
just
putting
putting both of
Uzbekistan
these on
third,
1
so-
point, and that's it.
Yeah, I think the Uzbeks they deserve a win.
If it's anything, I don't think either of these two are going.
They've been
through,
one of the
so-
best countries to not make the World Cup up to this
So if
point.
I put
I think
Uzbekistan 1-0 win over
I'd
Congo,
like for
and
them to
then
get a win.
both teams get nothing
That's a
else.
very fair result. They're very defensively minded.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's
Well, I
just a
think
case of who do you want
Uzbeks
first.
would probably keep it a lot closer between Portugal and Colombia.
One thing I do know about the Uzbek fans, they are crazy.
2-0.
Oh, you reckon Uzbekistan 2-0 against Congo?
No, I'm saying like they would only lose 2-0.
Oh, right, I see what you
Portugal,
mean. Okay,
whereas
fine.
Congo could lose 3-1, 4-1.
Right, so we got that. Colombia. Well, it sounds like Colombia are going to score goals.
They're
Colombia are
different
going to score
defense
goals
first.
for fun.
Yeah. I mean, when you've got a player in form as Luis Diaz.
I haven't said Congo score a goal yet, so I'll give them 1 here. And then, all right, this is the big one: Portugal, Colombia. I'm hearing lots of different opinions here. I'm still leaning towards Portugal.
I have Portugal above Colombia.
I mean, with how good Portugal's midfield
This is
is,
match day.
This is
I
the
will
last
give
game.
them
first, but I will say
Portugal has
but
to beat Colombia. Which they could easily do that 3-2 or something. But like, if they're going to top the group, I think they have to beat Colombia because Colombia's
What
just
I do-
scored so many goals.
Actually, you know,
against
I'm
What I do
massively
find, though,
misjudged
is-
this.
how much
Fuck it.
of Ronaldo's ego is going to take over the team?
Yeah, if Ronaldo starts, Colombia
Yeah. Is Ronaldo going to score a goal at this tournament since he didn't score one at the last Euros?
Yeah, he'll get a penalty against Ghana.
Yeah,
Dr. Khan.
I'll say yes against.
He's still
Yeah.
chasing that. I changed my mind because I think Portugal will score goals for fun. Okay, you know what, I'll change it. I'll change it back. I'll put the 5-1 for Congo. I'll put the 5-1 for Congo instead. I don't know. I'm just leaning more towards Portugal. Why don't we just go down the middle and just put them as a draw then, so they both have 7 points?
Yeah. And then Colombia.
Oh well, I need to fiddle these around then.
Come on, believe in Luis
If you
Diaz
want
some more.
Portugal to win the group, I think they have to beat Colombia straight up.
I just think.
Whereas
Colombia's
Colombia's
I
Also,
think-
another player that Colombia do have that we haven't mentioned
Is he still playing?
James Rodriguez,
Oh.
who will be playing in this.
He's phenomenal. I know
He was
sucks.
he was player of
He
the
was
tournament.
also the
in Copa
player
America.
of the tournament at the Brazil
was.
World Cup, which is now 12 years ago. Jeez.
He is still. He's just like Mane. Like he's just amazing for his national team. He's just as good as Luis Diaz.
Oh yes,
but
of course. I
that's
completely forgot about Luis Diaz. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I've changed my mind. I've changed my
been
mind.
saying
Luis
Luis
Diaz
Diaz.
wins. I've changed my mind. Sorry, fuck you, Ronaldo. I'm going Colombia.
But give him
There's
like a
the
2-2 draw.
there's the
with that
grievance
penalty
of letting him
there.
go.
Why could we have not sold Gakpo and kept Diaz? Anyway, moving on. Last group: England,
Right.
Croatia,
Final group,
Panama,
England. Come on.
I think Panama's going to top this.
Ghana. What the fuck is that? What was that?
Score some goals.
Did you just say Ghana wins the group?
Yeah, Ghana
What?
first, Panama
You
second.
did what?
England first. No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so
I-
before I think Ghana just hired Carlos Queiroz.
I know Ghana sacked. I was gonna say I know Ghana
before
sacked their manager, or
I-
coach, but
Yeah.
Yeah, before that I was gonna say Ghana gets a hard 0 points here.
Okay. Well,
But I think England tops after they beat Croatia like 1-0 in the most times.
Avaz went. I just realized Avaz went
Scores off his
4-3 in the
left
Colombia
testicle.
Portugal game.
You might not be wrong, dude.
Oh.
You probably they do stupid scores like that all the time.
I think England will win the
I
group, and
think-
that's not just bias. The thing I'm not sure about is
Yeah,
Croatia.
I
Like,
do.
Croatia
Yeah,
are like
it
that.
is.
Croatia's golden
Croatia,
gen.
yeah.
no, I
Yeah,
think
it's
this
gonna
is
come
what.
down between England and
Re-
Croatia.
Realistically,
Oh, no,
I think these are
Hunter,
my
Hunter.
scores
Croatia
for
has
how
a
England.
minimum
I
of
think
6
England
points,
will
dude.
do. I mean, our first games against Croatia. I'm saying
Boring
1-0.
1-0
for
that will
England.
just ruin anyone's expectations of
after
England's.
Yeah, I think it's
And
gonna be a
then
boring
for the Ghana one, I'll say Ghana's the one team I think we will draw against. So I'll say 2-2.
Really? Just because
And
of
then,
Queiroz
and then
terrorism.
Panama, I'm
Are
saying.
Panama as
1-0.
bad? Will they be as bad at this World Cup as they were at the last World Cup they were at?
They could probably be Ghana.
What was their
Russia,
last one?
when we also
2018.
had Panama in the group and we beat them 6-1. We've won.
It could be similar.
Harry Kane
like
got a hat trick
5-1.
in that, so.
So wait,
Yeah,
is
he's the
Kane on
captain
your
still.
squad this year?
Yeah, he's still the captain.
Yes!
Still, yeah,
He's
still,
their best player.
still
though,
arguably
so-
our
like-
best player.
He has like 7. He has like 7.
I'm
He has like
just
70
double
goal
checking.
contributions this season.
England will bottle it and finish second.
Probably the leader for the Ballon d'Or right now.
Possibly, that's a
Kane
good
is,
shout.
so-
So the only thing I worry.
So do we trust? Okay, so here's the thing. When Panama played a Queiroz-led Qatari team, they beat them 4-0.
The thing that worries me about Croatia is I took the piss out of Belgium earlier, calling them the golden generation that's pushing 40s. Croatia feels like the golden generation, and they're all in their
They're pushing
40s.
mid-40s.
Is the problem?
Yes, although the thing with Croatia is they do have like good youth coming up. It's,
Yeah, they got.
Yeah.
They actually do.
If Alex
They got
reckons
minimum.
England win the other two games but lose to Croatia, it's an interesting way to look at it.
I think Ghana.
I think we
Ghana's the
can go
one
ahead
I'm
and
more
give
worried
England
about
3
rather than
wins, Croatia
Croatia.
2 wins, and it's really all going to come down. to Panama now.
I'm trying to remember if Panama got anything at the Russia World Cup, or did they lose all 3 of their games? Did they get a draw in one of their games? Okay.
Yeah, they lost all 3.
They lost to Belgium. Lost to
They lost
us,
2-1
and
to what was it, Tunisia or
fuck,
something?
who was the other? Tunisia. I can't remember the result against Tunisia.
I think it was 2-1 Tunisia.
Yeah.
They lost though. They got 0 points. But Ghana is. They were like one of the worst teams coming in, besides maybe.
Should we just
Qatar
like
and New
split the
Zealand.
D and just put Ghana and Panama at a boring 0-0 draw? Oh no,
Yeah,
actually
we
no,
could
no,
do
no.
it, 'cause I think
I'll
with
say
Kuros,
I back
if they
I
didn't
back
hire
Ghana
Kuros,
for
I
Actually,
would
I've
one
changed
0
my mind.
because
if they didn't hire Kuros, I would
I've
100%
actually changed my
back
mind
Panama
because
to
I've
beat
just
them.
remembered this is the first game, because obviously we're playing Croatia in the first game. So if it was 0-0, actually it could still be 0-0, like playing it safe at the first game. But
I mean, yeah.
So
I mean,
Panama's
looking at
gonna
Ghana's
attack
looking at
them
Ghana's
with
team, they
everything
have a
they've got.
they have an all right around team. It's
I mean, this does work. The results I've put in. So
Kuros is an absolute
Okay.
terrorist, so if they win,
yeah,
that
because I
would be
mean,
like,
Ghana, some of their players have obviously
oh yeah,
Semenyo,
Semenyo.
But Ghana's
Thomas-
going to get scored on so many times.
Thomas
by Croatia and England,
Partey.
they're not going to qualify. Let's
Thomas
give them a little.
Partey.
Let's give England like a 4-0,
Inaki Williams, Nico Williams' brother.
4-1. Croatia
Yeah.
4-1.
It sounds like. Okay, hang on. Yeah, okay,
Ghana
yeah,
the fuck out of here.
Mohamed
Let's just
Kudus,
mix these up a little bit.
Spurs.
Let's just. There you go. Well, it's still the same. It's still the same
I don't
outcome.
know. I think Thomas Christensen.
It's still the
beats
same
Ghana,
outcome,
actually.
but just slightly more
Yeah.
entertaining.
I have Ghana second.
Slightly more
but
entertaining.
Ghana's not going to be Croatia.
I
would be
think I'm
monumental.
happy with that. In which case, we can now see the third
Hopefully
place
Ghana
teams
gets
that are
moved.
going through.
Ghana's ahead of Uzbeks.
Ghana is ahead of Uzbek. Ghana's ahead of Algeria, Iran, and Uzbekistan on goal difference. Saudi and Tunisia both get 2 points, but are
Fine.
not in it. Norway top the third place teams. Oh yeah, and of course, and Scotland
can
get
see that.
through via third place.
Scotland.
Yeah, go on.
We expect
Oh,
Scotland.
only if they
Yeah.
beat
Duncan
Haiti. It's
Mazone's
all going to be
hat-trick.
decided on the first game. If they don't beat Haiti, they're not coming third. Are we happy with that, or is there any absolutely incorrect ones here, like out of the 4 teams that are in the bottom 4 that?
That's harsh seeing Iran not make it, but
Yeah, but if America had their way, they would they'd be on not applicable. Did not
What?
compete.
No, the regime is different than the person.
And okay, so I'm hoping this is where we were going to really test the simulator. I'm hoping this will now correctly put these third place teams where they're supposed to be put, and we will now have all the knockout games.
Yeah.
So let's find out.
Yeah. Be a little tricky with me. Be a little tricky with me. And you also all doing one. but-
Okay. So we might as well go from the top down. We'll do all the last 30. I almost said last 16. Last 32.
Last 32. Yeah.
Last
Last
32.
32.
16
We'll go
games.
through all the last 32 first, and then we'll work our way back up again, and go from there.
Ooh,
So Germany, Scotland again.
again.
Will Scotland
Oh
fare
my
better
God.
than the 5-1 they suffered in the Euros 2 years ago?
Yeah, but we
Pure,
scored a one this time.
pure and simple answer to that. The answer
No, I just
is
realised actually this.
no.
Is there a? Oh,
No,
it's,
no,
it's a
don't do
scroll
slightly
thing.
better.
Okay, so I'll have to move across. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, is there no way to zoom? Okay, there's no way to zoom it out. So I'm saying yeah, I think it might just be easier for us to go on score predictions.
Let's just pick win. Yeah, we don't.
Okay,
need
win.
we don't
Yeah.
need
So who's gonna
score
win? Is
predictions.
anyone saying not
don't know.
Germany here? I'm saying Germany. Yeah. Yeah. The silence says it. The silence says it all. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say
It's a sign of
4-2. I'm
autonomy.
gonna say 4-2. I'm gonna say Scotland fight valiantly.
Yeah, whatever.
Sorry, Randy Robertson.
Ultimately, it
Yeah,
doesn't
valiant
matter what the score is at this point. Okay, France, Turkey.
Oh shit! Did we pick Turkey to
Yeah,
finish third?
I guess so. France,
Shit.
Turkey.
Sorry, Turkey. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's got to be
France.
France. right?
Anyone against France? Nope. Okay, cool.
No.
This could.
Absolutely not.
Oh shit!
Nice, nice.
It froze. There we go. That was weird. All right, this could be an interesting one. South Korea, Canada.
shit. Dude.
So Korea have got more experience, but Canada will be well. Actually, according to this, Canada.
It's K-pop
Do
versus
they have more experience?
I'm going.
it's K-pop. It's K-pop
Well,
versus
Canada
Drake.
won't be playing in Canada, according to this simulation. They'll be playing in LA.
Yeah, they finished second. Yeah. Remember we predicted them to remember Switzerland won the group.
I would say.
I mean, they're kind of close. Do we just?
I could see this one going to penalties.
I got
was
Korea.
thinking.
I think.
was thinking that, but I think it'll be one of those where it's
I'm
1-1
kind of with
and then there is a goal
Canada
in
makes
extra
it out
time.
of the groups. They've had they're good now.
Yeah, didn't it? Because didn't they get like? Did they only get one? Did Canada only get 1 point at the last World Cup?
I will agree with you, Wrong. I will also say
They
Korea.
got 0.
Oh,
They've
well,
never
in
had
that case,
any
then we've
point.
already been very we've already
Yeah,
been
we're
very
already
kind
going
to
on
them
a
then.
reach.
So
Them advance.
Yeah, but this is a toss-up. That'd be very harsh. Yeah, but
I think this is
Korea's gonna. Plus,
So yeah,
Son plays.
I mean,
This is
it's
the
kind
same
of. I
Korea,
mean,
so-
if it was in Canada, I'd probably pick them.
Here's the deal,
but
guys. Here's the real reason Korea's gonna win. There's like a million Koreans in Los Angeles. So they're gonna. It'll be a home.
okay,
game.
Netherlands is this Morocco?
Actually, Canada and the U.S. is
Yeah,
pretty
okay.
much like a
Nice,
home
yeah.
I
game
mean,
for them. I think.
this also
right?
feels
More or
harsh as
less.
well because I would lean towards Netherlands, but that would mean the semi-finalists of last World Cup are getting knocked out in the last 32 by a Netherlands team.
Well, they're a bunch of courtroom merchants, so yeah, they're obviously gonna lose to the Netherlands. Let's move on. No, I'm just kidding. I got the Netherlands one.
I mean,
What's fading
Morocco.
Morocco?
I'm probably also going to lean towards Netherlands, but I will take. I mean, we should go on majority rules. So if anyone, please put forward your opinions.
So it's 2 votes for Netherlands.
I'm gonna say the Netherlands.
I can see ways. I can see views both ways, but I think I will lean towards Netherlands.
Okay, I think that's agree
Yeah.
on Netherlands. So
Yeah.
Okay, you can't win your championship in the courtroom, so bye.
Right. Next
oh
one.
yeah,
Next
sorry,
one's a tasty
yeah, I forgot
one.
about that. Who was the? Was Morocco in the AFCON final? Was that this? Who was that? Senegal and.
Oh, that was a
Yeah,
It was
Senegal
Morocco.
beat
Yeah,
Senegal.
Senegal. It was. I had a mind blank then.
Morocco
It's
bitched about it,
Senegal,
yeah.
Morocco.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot that. Okay, Portugal, Croatia. This could be an interesting one.
Who?
So I'm just gonna say it right out the gate.
It's
I got
Luka
Croatia
Modric
winning.
against Cristiano Ronaldo.
Croatia on penalties. Croatia goes through.
That
That's my
would
vote.
be funny.
Oh,
That
Portugal.
that
Okay,
would be
we
interesting.
will go.
Portugal.
as much as I want to say Portugal, I mean Croatia are very capable of winning.
Remember, this is
It would
World
be
Cup
the most Croatia thing.
Yes.
It would be
Yeah, it's
the
not
most
Euro
Croatia
Croatia.
thing to do this, and it would also be the most Portugal thing to choke this.
Yeah.
So I've got to. So which way are you going, Rock?
As much as I want to say Portugal, I'm gonna say Croatia.
Okay. Is Chumpy even here? Oh, Chumpy's not even here. Okay. What did you say, Jake?
Let me get Jake to it.
I'm saying 0-0, but it is, and then penalties, and I'm saying that Joao Neves is the one
Croatia.
to miss. So
If it goes to penalties,
Okay. So
you
it's
know
well. I
Croatia's
mean, it doesn't.
These kids grew up with getting bombs dropped
That's-
on them. They don't kill much, okay? Like,
That's
Oh,
they're gonna win a
majority.
Jesus Christ.
That's majority rules then.
I'm complimenting them. What are you guys freaking out?
Sort of a compliment.
You're all
I would
wrong.
have probably leaned towards Portugal as well, but majority
I'm
rules, so
picking
we go Croatia. Spain, Austria. I mean, this has got to be Spain all over, surely.
Yes,
Nah, it's Spain.
Spain.
3-0
I think
Spain,
Spain,
yeah.
according to Opta,
Yeah.
according to Opta, are the favourites to win this World Cup.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it'll happen, but
not
Yeah.
surprised.
I'm gonna say Spain.
Maybe
I just
Lamar got
realized,
hurt.
on Portugal, Croatia.
Might be
I
France.
think you
Oh,
don't
oh
actually
shit,
pick
don't know.
Croatia.
yeah, I forgot
I
about
should
that.
click on Croatia.
I think Spain are just going to clean. I think Spain are just
Well,
going
it says
to clean
pins at the
sweep
bottom,
them.
yeah.
I agree.
This will be a
Spain,
comfortable
I
win.
think
3-1,
Yeah,
4-1,
3-0, I'm
3-0.
going Spain.
America
7-1.
versus USA versus Bosnia.
USA.
I think we can win that.
I'm gonna say
I think we can win that.
I agree.
I think we
Okay,
can
fine
win
for
that.
I agree
Bosnia,
on
let's
US.
move on.
And but you know what? I'm going to be kind.
I mean, if we could be so lucky to have that,
I'm going to be
matchup,
kind
then
and
I
give
really
Bosnia
have it.
1 and say Zeko gets his last. He has one last chance and scores.
Zhako.
Belgium,
Yeah,
Czech
2-1
Republic.
USA.
If that was we were watching the comments. Don't we?
Belgium, Czech Republic. I mean, this is not
Who Belgium
Euros Czech
wins?
Republic. Just because Czech Republic turned up against the Netherlands in the Euros doesn't mean they're going to do it against Belgium. I think Belgium will clean house there.
Yeah. I'm saying.
I agree. Belgium wins.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think that's even that close.
It could be close,
is
like
it?
2-1 Belgium, and I'm saying Lukaku.
I'm
and
leaning
Lukaku.
I'm between
2-0
2-1 and
Belgium.
2-0. I'll go 2-1.
Yeah.
I agree with the Czech.
I'll
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
that's
go,
that
yeah,
is
I'll go 2-1.
wonderful.
Regulation.
Okay, so
Lukaku,
we'll go
man of
to
the
the
match,
other side
also.
now. Brazil, Japan. Ooh, this is rough on Japan.
No, yeah,
Brazil,
that's,
Japan.
That's,
Ooh.
I mean, you could
Japan
argue.
did beat Brazil in a friendly reason.
I would say Brazil has one of the best
I'm gonna say
goalies in
Because this is
the
knockout
tournament.
football in a World Cup. I think Brazil's going to
Hold
get
on,
them.
what was that, Snow? Sorry?
Brazil. Yeah.
I think Brazil has one of the best keepers in the
Aw.
tournament. So I'm
Thank
just
you
gonna
very
take
much.
with that.
Oh.
I really do.
Wasn't
Oh,
it
yeah,
Alisson
thank you
hurt?
very much for
I
saying that.
think-
Snows, thank you.
I think Brazil does. I think England, and they're two of the teams with the best
No, it's not
goalkeepers. That's what I think. I'd take Brazil.
Yeah, it's Brazil. Yeah, I'm not even.
Is Alisson
okay.
hurt? I thought he was hurt.
No, Allison did have an injury, but he's fit now. Yeah, I think didn't he play?
He's
I think he
back
played
up.
in the friendly.
Yeah, well, I mean.
Against Panama, where they won
Um,
62.
okay, let's move on. Ecuador, Senegal. I don't know. So Ecuador, you were
Damn,
calling.
that's a tough one,
Were you
dude.
calling them for being the best defense in the?
Yeah, they're I
Yeah,
think they're, the
they're
best
my
defense in
dark
the world.
horses for this
And
World
Senegal-
Cup. Ecuador.
Yeah, let's go. My vote's for Ecuador, I think, because
Mine's
Any
for
other-
Ecuador as
Rob?
well.
I've watched us in person outplay both
Ecuador,
these countries.
Senegal,
They're leaning
what are
towards
y'all saying?
Ecuador.
Ecuador.
I'm leaning
I mean, I'm
Ecuador.
saying.
Sure, we'll go with Ecuador. Not as an
We're just fading
these two
Africa so
teams.
hard that they're going to call it racing.
I'll go 1-0
Just
Ecuador.
yeah, so
So-
I'm not
if they won,
taking
it's
into
gonna be
account.
1-0, yeah.
It's
I'm not
Ecuador.
taking
I
into
think
account Avows's predictions.
Inter Valencia is still their top scorer.
Yeah.
The,
I think
the
Ecuador
scary
won.
thing with
So-
Ecuador is
feel like
if
Ecuador
they get
with-
behind, their
If they get
offense
behind,
isn't
their
very
offense is
good.
good.
Yeah,
they
that's
can't
what I'm
score.
Yeah,
saying.
it's kind of similar to Morocco in the last tournament where their defense is really, really good. It's just the goals are going to
Except
be
they
a
have,
bit of
like,
an issue.
I will
Way
go.
more
I will
offensive
also go
players in
Ecuador.
defense than Morocco, though.
Right, Mexico, Ivory Coast being played on home soil for Mexico in Mexico City.
You know what?
That's a harsh third place team.
That
to
is.
play.
I mean,
I'm just going to
Ivory
say Mexico for the
Coast,
home advantage.
I was
Because of the
about to say,
altitude.
I think if it,
Is Ivory Coast playing the
if it does
altitude?
come down to it, I think it will be.
Probably not because they're on the coast, right? If they're in the-
I feel like if they play on a neutral field, Ivory probably wins. But I agree that home advantage is pretty big.
I
Yeah,
mean,
the
you
altitude
don't
is
want
gonna
you
be
don't
so
want to rile up
tough.
you don't want to rile up the Mexicans at a football match.
Well, Mexico is ranked around 17th or so.
Are
I
we?
guess.
Is anyone going against, or
And
are we
where's
all
Ivory
going for
Coast?
Mexico?
Mexico, yeah.
yes.
I'm going Ivory Coast. just to
Anyone
be-
else for Ivory Coast, or are we all snaz? Nope. Okay.
Negative.
I
No,
will
I'm
say.
Mexico.
You know, I'm gonna.
It'd be funny if
All right.
I'll say
Ivory
1-0.
Coast won,
I'm gonna
though.
say this is a tight game.
Yeah.
Oh, this is horrible. This
Yeah,
is
Geary,
horrible.
Norway.
England, Norway in the last 30. Could you imagine if this actually happened? Could you
Ireland
imagine if this
versus
actually
England.
happened?
I'm taking in that kind of a
This
close
is-
game. I'm taking who I think I'm gonna do it again.
See, most of
I'm
my
taking the-
simulations usually end up England,
Yeah.
Uzbekistan.
I'm just
Like, I
saying,
think
I'm
Uzbeks
taking the
didn't
better
make it out.
goalkeeper. I'm
Based
taking
on the
England.
goalkeeper.
Pickford is the
Pickford.
better
Well,
goalkeeper.
in a
than-
game that could go
Well, we
to a
don't even know who the
shootout,
Norway
you
goalkeeper
darn
is.
right I'm
This
gonna
is.
take
I
the
mean,
better
my
goalkeeper,
my home
right?
my
Question
home
is,
nation
how
versus
much-
my dark horse.
Question is-
Physical terrorism will get them through.
I just happened to watch a thing that talked about the best goalkeepers in the World Cup, and England and Brazil were like at the top.
Well, England's not. At the
Okay,
top.
Well, with
Well,
like
Isn't
three
Pickford still
other
the
teams,
goal?
there was like three other teams.
apart from Pickford and Trafford, there isn't really
Pickford,
much
Pickford
else.
in the Pickford in the
But, I
Premier
mean,
League and Pickford at international tournaments is also very different keepers.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like Ochoa.
But look, England's
Yeah.
a top 5 rated team.
Allegedly,
Norway's
Ochoa's
not
gonna
in the
start
top 10.
again
You know.
in part of
Yes, but they
uh,
have one.
something
They
like
have
that.
one. It's two of the
I'm
best
going
strikers in
to
the world against
say
each other in this
a
game.
draw. England win on penalties. That's the only way I can. That's the only way I can
Exactly,
split
because they
that.
got the better keeper.
I mean,
Yeah, I think
England's
England.
been
It's
historically
exactly my
great in
thing.
penalty shootouts. Do you really want
Not
to
as
do
of
that to
late,
yourself?
Grog. Not
They've
as of
actually
late.
started to get better.
No, I think the Tuchel pragmatism is gonna. I think you win.
Are you
in
going
that
Norway
one.
then?
Could be 2-0.
Are you going England? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm
okay,
going
fine.
England
I'm
in
going
90
England.
minutes. Yeah, I don't.
I
don't
will
know.
go.
I'm not blind just because they beat Italy. Bosnia, guys.
I will go for.
Okay. Well, since we're all agreed on.
That's a very harsh game for England and
Since
Mexico to win.
since we're all agreed on
England,
England, it doesn't really matter on the score. So screw it. I'm gonna put my. I'm gonna put my.
Let's put 2-1 or
I'm gonna
something.
put my penalties
Sorry,
prediction
Erling,
in.
love you, but I don't want. But this is
Argentina, Uruguay in Miami, so home ground for Messi.
Oh yeah.
I
Dude,
mean,
I
Uruguay.
might need to. I might need to like
Uruguay.
sell my
3-1
home.
Argentina. 3-1
Yeah, I think
Argentina.
Argentina will win this.
Nah, dude, that's gonna be a
Is-
knife
yeah.
fight, dude.
Is this gonna be
how
a-
Bielsa
Is this
gets
going to be a
I'm
dirty
gonna
game? Is that
I'm
what you're
gonna-
saying?
Message from Avowals.
Yeah, I'll say
Yeah,
one.
I'm gonna say
I'll
1-0.
say
I
two-
got you, Avowals. I got you.
I'll say 2-2 and then.
Hey, Avaz
penalties
is back. Sorry, I
Argentina,
keep not looking at your
but-
comments, Avaz. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be 95.
No worries, no worries.
This is gonna be like that Netherlands and Argentina game. in
I'm
the last
going
World
to
Cup, where it was
say
just
I'm going to say
madness.
3-1 Argentina. It doesn't matter. Like I say, the scores don't matter here. It's all it only agrees on who's going
Yeah, it
through.
doesn't matter. I'm telling you,
But
it's
who
gonna be
wins?
so
Australia,
ugly. It's gonna be 1-0.
Egypt.
It's gonna be like some of my time.
Aussie.
I got the Socceroos.
I don't know. This
That would actually be a
this
pretty
could be
banger
interesting. I
match.
think this could go
If they're
either.
winning
This could
1-0
go
on
either
the
way.
ugliest game. Somehow even ugly.
Australia, Egypt, I think could go either way. You know, I'm going to say
I think Australia wins it in
I'll
overtime.
say-
in extra time.
I'll say
I got Australia, man.
I'll say 1-0 to Egypt
Rob?
after extra time.
I'm gonna say
Snaz?
Egypt.
Australia
Wait, what
or
are the two
Egypt.
again?
Australia, Egypt.
Yeah, I think Egypt too. I'm actually Australia's lucky to even
Wow.
get out
Okay.
of
Well,
that group.
that's funny because
I
Yeah,
had
in hindsight, Australia
dead
probably
last.
that's
should
funny
have
because
not
I
played.
also would have gone. Oh, so that's 3-2. So mine would have been the decider, and it doesn't matter because I also would have picked Egypt. So, I mean, wow, Egypt goes
So
through.
Egypt's
Wow.
going through.
Switzerland, Algeria. Switzerland,
That's a
Algeria.
toss-up.
The Swiss
It's
against
in
Algeria.
Vancouver, so slightly colder conditions, which
Switzerland.
will favour Switzerland.
Yeah. Here's
Let's
my
just
thing.
say
Switzerland
Switzerland, yeah.
always exactly their
I'm-
floor and their
Yeah, I
ceiling
agree.
is around. the
I'm
60s.
saying
They're
Algeria.
destined to always make it, and they're destined
Any
to
other
lose,
any other
no matter
takes
who they
of
play.
ours?
Even if they play Curacao around the
I'm-
60s, they're gonna lose.
Yeah, I'm going Swiss
Rog?
cheese on this one.
Yeah, sorry, Jake.
Switzerland.
Yeah, I know your team Mahrez, but you know what? I'll go 2-1 and say Mahrez scores the goal for Algeria.
I'll remember this when Mahrez performs a banger.
Colombia, Ghana.
We got them finishing second, right?
I think they've
Jake
finished
will
third.
remember that.
Oh, this is like
Colombia, Ghana. This is Colombia all. Is this Colombia all day long?
Colombia, dude.
Colombia.
Alright.
Colombia, yeah.
Well, I mean, Semenyo
Ghana's just
for
lucky to
Ghana
be
would
here,
be
man.
alright, but I will
Okay,
go
we'll
Colombia.
give it a 3-1. All right, so that brings us to the last 16. So we'll go back to the top left,
Yeah.
back to the beginning. Germany, France in the last 16.
Blimey.
I'm gonna say.
Screamer.
I'm gonna say France.
I'm gonna
as
say
well.
France.
Yeah, it's France.
Yeah.
Okay.
We.
So
France.
I'm gonna give it
Move on.
2-0 France.
Sorry,
Vive la
Germany,
France.
one of the best teams in the world.
Yeah,
We're
no,
just
compared
throwing
to
them
France, no.
out. That's a tough round of 16 draw, dude.
I think it'd be like 3-1.
Cur-
Let's
like I say,
say
it doesn't.
2-1
Ultimately, the
France.
score doesn't matter. South Korea, Netherlands.
Yeah.
Is Korea? I was going to say,
It's gotta be the Dutch.
the only way the Netherlands don't do this is if they choke so hard, in my opinion.
As if they lost in the last round.
Yeah.
Is anyone going South Korea, or are we all going Netherlands?
No.
Yeah, based on the
Dutch.
fact Netherlands can't go home if they lose, I'll pick Netherlands.
Okay, let's move on quickly. Croatia, Spain. This is Spain.
That's a
Spain.
really
Like
good
I said,
game.
Spain are the
That's
heavy favourites,
interesting.
but this is Croatia. Who I don't know.
Plus,
You know-
being the favorite is pressure.
I think-
in
I'm
these
gonna
World
say
Cups,
Spain.
man.
Yeah, like I remember that in this part, well, not exactly this part, but last time in the World Cup, Brazil were the favourites throughout the way through, and they played Croatia
So
and got
Croatia's
knocked
last
out.
two
so-
performances in the World Cup, let's not forget, were they got to the final in 2018, and then they got to the semi-finals at the last World Cup.
And blew out Morocco.
And got third,
Yes, and got
got
third
the
place.
bronze
Yeah, so
medal.
second and third for Croatia at the last two World Cups. I think it's going to be a step too far this time. I think based on the bracket that we've done,
Yeah.
I think they're going to put so much into beating Portugal that they'll have nothing left for.
Yeah, being in your
Yeah.
mid-40s,
They'll have nothing left for Spain.
Yeah, I mean, because Croatia's got a really hard
I mean,
path. I'm just
Can they handle Yamal Williams?
That's another player that's another player that's injured.
can, but-
That's not fully fit. Yamal.
Well, I think he might. I think
He-
he'll miss
He
the
will,
first
yeah,
game.
he
but
will
should
be
good
back,
for the
but he
rest of
just
the
he's not 100% yet. But yeah, let's move on. Is this where it ends? Is this where it ends for USA against Belgium?
Oh man, we're beating these fucking. The last time we
I'm
played
saying-
Belgium, they beat us
As much-
2-1.
As much as I want to diss the USA here. I
Wow,
think
okay,
they will
anybody
go
else?
through.
Yeah.
USA.
Okay, I'm
USA.
going to... Okay.
That would
As
be
much as I
that would
want
tie their
America
best
to
ever.
win, as much as I want
No, we got
America
third place
to
once,
win, I sadly
we?
feel this is like a very
Yeah.
similar case to their match against the Netherlands in 2022. I think Belgium are going to edge them out.
Can someone
No,
can
fuck
someone
these guys.
remind me
We're
what
gonna
the
win.
score was in the US Netherlands game at the last World Cup?
Think 3-1
3-1 to the
3-1.
Netherlands, I
3-1.
think.
Okay, so you're saying Belgium. What are you saying, Snaz?
Me and Jake are saying USA. USA.
Belgium have got the firepower and probably got a bit more experience. Just about, at least in terms of
Well,
in
they have
terms
a
of
lot
World Cup experience.
with-
Just because of De Bruyne by
I
himself.
don't even know if De Bruyne is still
Well, no,
playing for
there's
the international team.
De Bruyne is
De
De
Bruyne
Bruyne
is
is
their
playing
starter.
for
He's
us,
retired from international football.
Doku
Oh,
is their
fuck
best
Doku.
player.
but Jeremy
Jesus.
Doku.
But I think our home field.
Shut your
advantage-
mouth. You
He's the most overrated.
just
You know something
got
funny
it.
I heard? So the Real Madrid, just very briefly going off topic here, the Real Madrid presidency is going on right now, and the guy that's trying to challenge Perez is claiming that they would put in a 130 million bid for an unnamed player, and one of the three players he quoted was Doku, and I thought, what the fuck crack are you on that you think Doku is 130 million? I wouldn't even pay 65 million for him.
I will say this, he's not. Well, put it this way: if you're having Isak
Oh,
for 140, then Doku is. Then Doku is
Ay, ay,
120.
ay. Anyway, sorry. It's 2-1 in favour of USA right now. I don't know. I'm leaning towards Belgium personally, but I would take other avows.
Boo.
Yeah, it's a tough one because I honestly think with some introductions to the U.S., they have a shot with Belgium. They're a great team and they always surprise, but they also fall short a lot. So I think this is going to be one of those games where whoever capitalizes on the mistake first is going to win. And I'm hoping, so I'm going to just say
And also,
US
we're not
on
taking
this
into
one.
account. Yeah,
Wait,
it's
is it in
in
the US?
Seattle.
Where's
It's in
the game?
Seattle.
Of course it is, lad.
It's in
Well,
Seattle.
I mean, of course.
The
it
vast
could be in
majority of the
Canada, it
games
could be
by
in
this point in the
Mexico,
tournament will be in the US, yeah.
or in the U.S. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think you got to take the home field as
Okay,
the
then
deciding
we're going with the US. They will make it to at least the quarterfinals.
USA.
Okay, back to the other side, which means now we have Brazil, Ecuador.
Oh.
So
this is where the dark horse reign ends.
One of the best attacks against one of the best defenses.
we haven't picked on Brazil much, like talked about them much in like when we were going through the groups. They haven't really got an out and out first choice striker, have they? And certainly not one that's like top quality.
I mean, they have Hendrick, but
he's so raw. He's so
like
raw and very rash.
Are they gonna play false
He
nine
could,
like
yeah.
Well, they do have. I know he's not an out and out striker, and I don't want to give Man United credit here, but they do have.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer Cunha over Endrick, Richarlison, even Vinicius. I can't fucking. Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, I forgot he didn't. I forgot he didn't.
Richarlison's not even pulled up. Yeah, that was
probably an interesting one.
Yeah, those London slags.
Well, I think they didn't pull
We're also not taking into account the Carlo factor here. Carlo Ancelotti, arguably, in debate, you could have a debate that Carlo's the best manager on the planet. It's most people will go Pep Guardiola, but I think Carlo is in contention to be in the debate.
Yeah, here's the thing: Pep could never be a national team manager. Like he would suck at that.
Unless it was for Spain, I couldn't see him anywhere else.
Ancelotti. Well, yeah, if you just
there have been like slight reports that Pep would maybe take the England role after Tuchel, but I just
anyway, are we saying Brazil or are we saying Ecuador? I'm saying Brazil.
I got Brazil.
I think Brazil.
I'm sorry, Ecuador. Greet you guys, but
I was gonna say this is in New Jersey, so it's gonna be Brazil. But there's also a shit ton of Ecuadorians in New Jersey as well.
New Jersey does have a Latino community.
Okay, Mexico, England again in Mexico City.
Right. Okay, Avow's.
Okay, let's just get it out. Let's just get it out of the way. I'm saying England. Avow's, I'm guessing, is going to say Mexico. So everybody else, take the floor, please.
Well, we don't know what Avow's is.
Well, actually, this is the curse.
Oh yes, of course, last 16.
So.
Oh yes, true.
Yeah. So. But here's the
Sexto Partido now, is that curse?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys would humor me, Mexico has lost in that for like 4 or 5 World Cups in a row.
And didn't lose it last time.
Didn't get out the groups.
Oh, I mean, that's what I was gonna say. They paid through sacrifice by not making it to the knockout, and every year it's heartbreak because we think this is our year. We're finally gonna get over this hump. Every year is what we think. Oh, we got this new player. Ochoa always gets summoned. He's always doing great. So it's a mixture of that where we always get this complete delusion, but I believe that it could happen. However, I don't think they beat England in the playoff round.
So
England's got clearly the better team.
What's the altitude in Azteca Stadium of ours?
That is true though. It is a home in the Azteca, the main Mexican
feet, right?
camp. That is a huge. That does make a huge difference.
So England's only going to have 4 days to acclimate to the altitude.
Ooh, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm going Mexico.
Just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm still going England though, but if they, England is going to go through the ring.
Overall, I'll say England.
They're going to get Atlanta's near sea level.
But I won't rule much
out.
Before we go any further, just on England, like I don't know what would honestly, because everyone's. I mean, obviously everyone hypes up England. Well, everyone in England hypes up England before a ball has been kicked at a World Cup. But I feel like at this one, it's really like this team, like not even taking into account Tuchel, this team like has the potential to win the World Cup. So if they don't do it, my question is, what constitutes decent enough success? Is it a quarter-final, or is even that not enough for England?
Well,
for England,
I mean, that's why Tuchel was
to win the World Cup. Yeah, so if it doesn't happen, because my opinion is, if they get to the quarterfinals and lose, I guess it does depend on who they lose to, like Brazil, for example, as we've set it up here. But we'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to that
In
later.
Miami, yeah.
But if, let's say, they did get to the quarterfinals and lose to one of the favourites, like what happened at the last World Cup, I feel like a lot of fans would still say that's not enough, because that just means you've brought this manager in that's supposed to win the whole thing for you, and all he's done is match Southgate's performance at the last World Cup. So I'm not sure. I think it's...
Well,
obviously Southgate got to the semis, yeah.
I think he makes it to the semis. That's just my...
Southgate in his
not
career
even
went
British,
semis,
and that's
final,
kinda, you gotta win like one
final,
big
and
game.
then
See, like, there's no
bullshit
big
final
games.
run.
Norway, Mexico, those are big games.
Granted, the
Yeah,
simulation
one of
we've
those
done
big
here
games.
has given them an absolute hell of a journey through the knockouts. I'm imagining the real thing will be
Well, that's just your real
true.
run. Like if you win your group,
Eventually,
you're gonna have to play Mexico City, like,
somewhere down the line, they'll
7,000
have to play tough games. Maybe this simulation it won't be as tough as this.
Oh yeah, it's probably like if Uzbeks, if they qualify, that's your number one opponent, or Cabo Verde, whoever that group is. If that one of those teams actually qualify, that's your number one opponent.
Slight tangent there.
But, I think we had
So
to
let's
do
make
the
up some time. Is anyone not going for Argentina here against Egypt?
No.
This is where Egypt.
Argentina.
I'm picking Egypt. No,
This is where.
I tried to get myself initiated into the Knights Templar, and they took me to the Pyramids of Giza to get initiated. So
This is where Salah's journey comes to an end. Switzerland, Colombia.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go
I know
Colombia.
Yeah, because it's the
I
round
would
of
have
16
Colombia as well.
Oh, actually, but Switzerland are
always
playing
get
in
there, but they always
Vancouver
lose.
again, so it's not enough though, is it? I think the quality of Colombia will see them through.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm saying.
Yeah, it's just. I mean,
I'm
Colombia's
saying
a better
2-0
team,
Colombia.
So like, the mild temperatures aren't really.
I also agree.
make a
I agree with you,
difference. Like,
Jake.
they're still
On
just
2-0
better.
Colombia as well, incidentally. So that's everyone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chat disconnected.
we can hear you, Rob.
That's successfully connected. What? Yep. That's
that's
just a
not good.
YouTube thing.
Alright.
But fortunately, the
It
chat
says
has
I'm
been carried by
connected there, so
Avow's
we're good.
anyway, so I have to give props to Avow's. Okay, now we're on to the quarterfinals. France, Netherlands. France again? Or is anyone going?
I got France again.
Pardon my French.
So is that anyone? Go on,
Say
Avaz.
something funny after.
That might be a clean
Question
sweep
is,
for France,
question is though with this, is Mbappe going to shine?
Well,
in
he's
this World
turned up in the last. Hasn't he been the top scorer
He
in
always
both of
does.
the 2 World Cups he's been in so far?
Yeah, I mean,
Was
he's
it
a,
Harry Kane the top
he's-
scorer?
he scored.
2018.
I think 12 goals in 2
Wow.
World Cups.
I thought Harry Kane was the
Oh,
top scorer.
oh
wasn't
no,
he? Or
sorry,
was
you're
it
right.
tied?
Sorry, yeah, no, sorry.
'Cause we were
You're
getting
right. Sorry,
Benoit Patrick
my
or
mistake.
whatever.
Yeah, it was Kane 2 World Cups ago, and it was Mbappe the last one.
Yeah.
But he and the individual
So, yeah,
records, like he became the first teenager since Pele. He became the first
Surpassed
teenager
Klose.
since Pele to score in a World Cup final in 2018.
Now, if you're
And,
19,
yeah.
are you
Still
really
Second man to
really
score a
ca-
hat trick
yeah.
in a World Cup
Yeah,
final.
so yeah,
but lost.
second player
So-
to
He's
score
already
a
an
hat
adult
trick
in the United
in a World Cup
States, so
final.
it doesn't count. He's the only one.
Oh, this is the first time. I think that's the first time we've mentioned Pele at any point in this stream as well for Snars.
I'm trying to be well behaved.
Yeah,
And Mbappe
New
win
York
3
I
World
think
Cups.
I imagine unless Mbappe
3
gets
in a
some
row.
sort of bad injury, I can't see. I know he's got a lot of shit going on right now at Madrid, where apparently everyone hates him for some reason, like he's the problem. But
He is. I mean, PSG
he's
just,
part of the problem.
Yeah,
but I also
yeah.
think he's not been helped by extreme bad luck that he leaves PSG and then, like, you could. It's easy to associate it and assume that he's the problem, but I don't think it's just because of that, in my opinion.
Well, Neymar left. Messi
Anyway,
left,
I
he
digress.
left.
We've gone off topic. France into the semis.
France advances. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying France. Only one.
Now,
Only 1-0
yeah.
though.
Can
I'm
we-
saying.
France has a player. that I
can we
know,
please
so
get
I'm not gonna
realistic
say
here?
France.
Is USA
So let me
okay?
talk
Go on.
first. Let me talk first. So the last time USA and Spain met in a knockout game in a competitive tournament. USA won 2-0.
Okay.
Can I ask
All
what
right,
year that
I'm,
was?
I'm using my
That was in
one delusional
2009
token.
during the
USA
best
wins.
run of their
2009.
history.
Right.
I don't think it's gonna happen
Okay.
again. I'm just saying. That's going on, but I'm
sorry,
just saying.
America.
I'm just saying.
I reckon.
During their prime, we beat them.
Mer-
FIFA.
I'm
I
gonna
reckon
have to say
USA
Spain. I'm
wins.
So sorry, USA.
Jake?
I'm taking USA.
We're not winning
Yep.
this.
Uh,
We're not.
Chucky's believing though. I think it'll be close.
It's
I
2-2
like
at
home
the minute,
field
Jake.
advantage.
Which way are you going?
We
will
voted for
go-
USA.
We would have the United, Spanish,
Okay.
or Korean.
Snaz? Never mind. Okay.
So who's the second vote?
You
Chumpy
and
who else
sorry,
voted for USA?
it was a
It would
vows, I
certainly
think.
be
A
quite
vows and
the
Chumpy
upset
went
if
US.
the USA beat Spain.
A vows
That's
for
what I'll
USA?
say.
Yeah, I think this one can go
just-
straight to penalties. I'll be honest. It'd be one of those scrappy matches.
I
Where
I honestly had a
scoring
dream
one
we
after
won this
another.
game.
Spain,
What's the
USA.
matchup?
And Spain are the favourites to win the whole thing.
Oh, I mean,
Third favorites, let's be honest.
Okay, well they're one of the
Spain's
favourites.
winning
They're one of the favourites.
that. I don't think
We're
Spain
sure.
can win the whole thing.
Okay.
But I
Let's
think they'll
go-
beat the
okay,
U.S. if
there
they
you go.
play
This
the
is
U.S.
the score prediction I'm going for.
I think they win in regulation.
Jamal,
I'm
Rodri.
just going to leave it there for a minute.
Did you just pick like 100-0 or something? Or did you put?
It's going into the
What did you
stream.
put, Hunter?
Only the people.
Oh, fuck off.
Okay. All right.
17,
What? You don't want to
76
make it
for them.
7-1 like
There we go,
freaking
that's- there you
Brazil,
go.
Germany.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, up next
Right. Well,
is,
this is where
you guys,
this.
right?
I was bigging this up with the whole England chat about 5 minutes ago because I just can't see how we beat Brazil. I just can't. I'd love to pick England, but I have to be realistic. It's just no. I just can't see Brazil. If we end up in this situation,
I think you could easily
Depends.
do it. So here's
This is
the
the
deal,
thing
Hunter.
with Brazil. Like, this is the thing with Brazil versus England. Do you think when we play against their wingers, we can shut them down?
no. You see, I think
And do you think we can get past?
couldn't
And
shut
do you
down
think we can get
Senegal's
past a defender like Gabriel?
it depends if Gabriel's even playing. Because I mean, Marquinhos is the captain, so it feels like by default they will play him.
Yeah, Gabriel.
Yeah,
is
yeah. I
usually
was
a
gonna say I
bad
don't
bet.
think Gabriel was even first choice. Yeah,
Brazil's deep, guys,
Brazil's
like,
got
I mean, you
positions.
guys have
Brazil's got
backups
players
who
in
are-
every position except for number 9, basically.
They also picked like a random guy from Russia
Yeah.
just for vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and maybe left back, you could say, but
Yeah, their fullbacks they have nothing.
their
basically.
fullbacks are not exactly
At their
Roberto
in their
Carlos
youth
or Dani
programs,
Carvajal
like if you
or
have a
Dani
good
Alves
fullback in
vibes.
Brazil, they just like put you up front. That's why they have so many good wingers.
That's why I think,
think just-
that's why using wingers could be key for this game.
So, and also, okay,
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
curious about this. That's why I went to look it up. So, apart from the Brazil World Cup, the home World Cup, they've gone out in the quarterfinals in every other World Cup for the last 20 years.
By
Probably for the
European sides.
last
Yes, so since
60 years.
no,
right?
Brazil,
I mean,
not
when have
England.
No, I'm talking about
Brazil
When's
won
the
it
last
in
time
2000. Brazil won it in
made it to the
2002.
quarterfinals?
Since then, it's been
Are you're saying when they've haven't made it past?
yeah.
the
No, so that's what I'm saying. So
quarterfinals?
since they won it in 2002, Brazil have gone quarterfinals, semi-finals, quarterfinals. So they're obviously consistent, which is understandable because it's Brazil, but they do have the hump of not getting over the quarters at times, as they proved at the last World Cup with Croatia. I think we just have to put it to a vote because I'm going Brazil and I can't see it.
I'm gonna say Brazil as well.
I'm gonna go Brazil, but can I give you?
I'm gonna be the more optimistic of the English folk here, so I will
Champy,
say England.
Snaz?
I'm putting it to penalties, and I'm gonna say that Brazil scratches just barely.
I don't know if you can
I'm
say
in
that after
agreement with
Gabriel
Champy.
missing.
I think
Brazil.
we'll
So
go
Brazil
for
win,
So,
but
Hunter,
go on.
look at where you're playing your round of
Uh,
16 game.
Mexico
Where do you
City.
play your round of 16 game? 7,000 foot elevation.
And go to Miami.
You're gonna turn around. But you play in Atlanta
Yeah.
4 days before that, right? You got to go get acclimated to the elevation. You're gonna get sick. You're gonna have diarrhea, all this crazy stuff. Then you got to go to Miami, 100-degree heat, play Brazil.
We're gonna melt. Is what it sounds like.
Yeah, I think those are the
Okay,
reasons.
well, on that logic.
If it was a neutral side, they'd probably actually beat Brazil right now.
I mean, we haven't talked about it, but I'm going on another tangent.
Circumstances.
The England squad. I know we obviously haven't talked about any individual squads, and we could do that with the USA squad because that's probably the only other squad that could provide like deep dive information on. But the England.
Well, also the Curacao squad. I know their data bursts and.
But the England squad.
Christian
I'm not
Paul
fully
said-
against most of the picks in the England squad. There's probably a good 5 or 6 players that I wouldn't have taken, but I'm not against the players he's picked.
Well, he picked Ivan Toney just so he can.
He picked Ivan Toney.
Ivan Toney,
I think he picked
yeah,
Ivan
I'd
Toney
take
for
him.
3 reasons. 1, because he's used to the heat from Saudi. 2, because he's probably in the top 10 in the whole world for taking a penalty. And 3, just because he scored 40 plus goals, but he's done it in a fucking.
Yeah, but Mexican.
Yeah, that's the problem. He's done it in a league
That's
that's
true, although-
I guess quite easy to score 42 goals in.
Yeah, there's 4 extremely good teams, but
Yeah,
the other
exactly.
14 are just ass over there.
That's true, but
Yeah, I haven't got the squad in front of me, but
I haven't got the squad either.
you know,
but I
talk
can
about the
remember it
USA
very
squad
well,
for a minute whilst I
so.
find it on my phone because I've got it saved.
Christian
Give us a
Pulisic.
deep dive into the USA squad very
you go.
quickly.
Well, we have our best attack ever of all time. We have Champions League experience at every position on the 2
Yeah,
deep.
you have
front 3 or 4.
Yeah, you have
We
like
have
Balogun,
top 15
Pulisic.
midfield. I would say it's our defense. We have a 40-year-old Tim Ream
Yeah.
who's played for Fulham. We have Chris Richards, who's a solid Premier League guy. We have Alex Freeman, a young guy.
Is
who's
Haji Wright
got
still?
starting nod.
Is
He
Haji
plays for
Wright still in the
Villarreal.
first? He's not the first.
He's on the
11.
squad.
He's not in the first 11.
on the
though,
squad.
I'm guessing.
He's our number 3 striker. He's like kind of our last guy on the squad, but he was very clutch because Pepe and Bally were both injured against our friendly against
Pepe?
Australia. One of our group opponents, right? He scored a brace. So I think that really gave him the nod to get on the team, right? And I think he's a clutch guy. I would certainly trust him. You know, he scored 25 goals. in
Yeah,
Coventry or
representing for
something crazy.
Coventry City.
Remember when Pulisic took a shot in the nuts for Team USA?
Yeah, that was last against Iran of all teams.
Yeah, it's ironic.
But we have
Sacrificed
you
his
know,
children for that moment. So
what I did there? I made such a good fun. Ironic.
we have we're at a
yeah.
point where there's German Americans and Italian American dual nationals who are choosing Germany and Italy because it'll be easier for them to get minutes. Nathaniel Brown, he might start for Germany. He didn't want to compete with Jedi Robinson.
Okay,
He's like,
you know
"Nope,
what?
I'm
Fuck
gonna
it.
go to Germany."
I was trying to find it on my phone. Screw it. I'm just gonna take it. I actually want to rant a little. I want to semi-rant about this squad.
It seemed a bit random.
I can think of many reasons why, but
You should have at least had
Palmer
or
and Morgan
somebody
Gibbs White are the two.
well,
coming off the bench.
well,
You need somebody off the bench just to melt in the tournament.
this is the thing I think with Tuchel and the number 10.
Do you want to
He
throw
said
and get
before
second
he's
place
not
just so you can have air conditioning? saved?
choke.
Because I mean, I'll just list some of the names that he has not chosen. Some I do understand, some I don't. Palmer, Foden, Lewis Hall, Harry Maguire.
Not Elliot Anderson. Adam Wharton. But that was a toss up. That was a toss up between
Adam
him and
Wharton, Dominic Calvert-Lewin,
Trenton,
Maine. Yeah, Trent.
Trent Alexander-Arnold.
The right back is an absolute disaster.
Somebody's
The
doorbell.
right back
just
position, in
went
my opinion, is an absolute disaster with the picks
Yeah.
they've made. Okay, so I found the squad. It should be on the screen right now.
So.
In my opinion, I would say Reece James, because I don't know if he's fully fit, is debatable. Jed Spence might be the worst
think
pick of the entire 26-man squad.
Who the
Jet
hell is
Spence
that?
plays for.
I never
He's a
heard of that guy.
Tottenham right back, and with how Tottenham have done this
there you
season,
go.
I'm
Yeah.
amazed he's been picked.
Again, Kobe Mainu, but again, I can understand that because it was a toss-up between him and Adam Wharton, so I'm less frustrated at that one. Again, Jordan Henderson, I love him, Liverpool legend, but should a 35-year-old who's probably not even going to play a minute of this World Cup be in this squad?
Well, the only reason he's really going is for leadership and
Exactly,
team
that's why
morale,
I think it's
so-
debatable. I think it's really debatable.
Yeah, and I think Henderson is one of only like 4 players that's been in every single
Yeah.
Tuchel squad.
And then the other two, so I said it was 6 names, I've given you 4 of them, and then the other 2 are Madueke and Anthony Gordon, and it's not even, and Madueke, I just don't get it. He's done nothing this season, and Anthony Gordon, I think, is just massively...
Well, he had a good start. He had a good start of the season, but then afterwards didn't really do a whole lot.
And
when
Anthony
Saka
Gordon, it's
came
not
back.
just because he's Everton scum. I just think he's just absolutely overrated. He's done...
What did you
Well-
say about Everton?
You chumpy say the line.
Hey, Everton number 1.
The 6 players I've named there, chuck out Jed Spence and maybe even chuck out Reece James and put Trent and Lewis Hall in. How Lewis Hall hasn't got into this squad, I just don't know.
That's the one that did
If
bizarre
you
me.
didn't
so-
take, if Henderson's only there for a leadership role, you could have taken him out and put Adam Wharton in, or another like creative midfielder.
Yeah.
Um,
The one that did surprise me though, even as growing up as a City boy, I cannot understand.
that
John
was so.
Stones
Yeah,
one.
sorry, John. No,
I just
okay,
can't.
John Stones and Harry Maguire. I would have picked
don't-
Harry Maguire, but I understand why he's picked Stones. It's a
Just 'cause
toss-up.
you look
No,
like him.
it's a toss-up between the two of them as to who's going to be the leader in defence. I can understand why he was always going to pick one,
He's-
and I'm not really against it.
I would have.
If I had to choose,
I would have taken
No
Maguire
Tomori.
over Dan Burn.
if
but
I
that's
had to choose, I would have picked Maguire, but I get why he's picked Stones. And then
But also another person who I think could have maybe been given a shout, but I can sort of understand why he hasn't, is Luke Shaw.
yeah, I can sort. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, but that's gone on a bit of a tangent there. It doesn't matter anyway because England are getting knocked out by Brazil according to our statistics. Right, let's get back to it. Match number 100 in this World Cup, the last quarterfinal, Argentina-Colombia.
I'm
be a
picking
dog.
Argentina.
My daughter's here. She
Aw.
said she picks Argentina.
Anyone?
You
Any
want
other?
Argentina?
Sorry, we went on a massive tangent there, away from the predictions.
Oh, it's in Kansas City. That's exactly where you want an Argentina-Colombia game to be played.
Are we all going
The
Argentina?
hottest. That's going to be the hottest stadium in the country.
Argentina, right.
Rob?
I think
I could see Colombia.
I think it'll be close, but I'm
Now,
gonna say Argentina.
I know very little, so this might sound kind of wild, but I think it is actually kind of crazy the fact that Messi has been in America for how long, and he's like one of the best to play, and I think that's such an advantage.
Well, Colombia
yeah.
has some guys. How much
That's
was
true.
If that was
MLS?
if that was a mild take, that's fine. But
Yeah,
That was like a
because,
completely idiotic
Messi
take, but we'll
won
do it.
the MLS for Miami
Into Miami.
last year.
That's-
Yeah.
They had to cheat and break all the
Okay.
rules, but
We are down
Got it
to the
done.
last 4. It's Europe versus South America.
where was
Europe
USA? I
versus
thought we were-
South America in each semi-final.
Woohoo.
So, Europe first, France versus Spain. Who's going to get it?
I'm saying 1-1 and Spain in extra time.
Okay. I'm gonna say gonna go to penalties 2-2. Spain edges out.
Okay, Chumpy. So France,
Man,
France
it's like
won the World Cup in 2018, got to the final and lost at the last one, but Spain are the reigning European champions and are considered, according to the statistics, to be the favourites to win this World Cup. At least according to the statistics.
This is my super official World Cup analysis.
Go for it.
You guys ready for this? On one end of the spectrum, I look at it like this. I generally speaking think that France would be the better team. I also, on the other hand, think that France is by far historically the worst, colonial power to happen. The most boring one.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't that be similar?
By far the most boring one. With that being said, I'm taking Spain because it's funny.
Well, Chimpy, let me tell you why they're so good. It is because of those, and partial because of those colonial atrocities.
Okay.
Okay. What has this turned into?
At the minute, it's.
I'm not even joking. So I'm picking France because they were the ultimate European colonizers. Obviously, they're not as crazy as Senegal or some of these other East African nations on that side. But I got France
or Spain in the semi-finals.
Way more diverse than Spain.
Okay, that means majority rules 4-1, although it would have been 5-1 because I would have picked Spain as well. I'm going to say semi-finals are usually tight games, so I'm just going to say this is a solid 1-0. 1-0 to Spain.
I wanted France to become the second ever team to make it to
after Brazil or Italy.
Brazil.
For some reason I thought it was Italy in the beginning of the World Cup, like in the late 30s and then into the 50s.
They won 2 in a row, then they got grouped immediately.
And now,
wait, what's the next one?
And now South American side for the other semi-final: Brazil versus Argentina.
Well, I was going to pick Argentina.
Neymar and Messi
final,
again.
But now I'm just going to say Brazil wins.
Yes, I'm going Brazil. It's time for them to be
back. Yeah.
Brog?
I mean, I would probably root for Argentina, but I'm just saying Brazil
Jake?
wins.
I'm going to back Brazil.
That's it. That's already 4-0. So
I mean, mainly
do I get a vote?
Mainly, it's just.
Me personally, I think it's Argentina, and I think that it would be not a blowout, but I think that it would.
Well, fortunately, it doesn't matter because majority.
I mean, normally I might pick Argentina.
I just think with Argentina,
I just think it's that hard to repeat. So I mean,
it's in Atlanta. I should sell my house.
The thing is with Argentina, I feel like
for real. Tickets are ridiculous.
Sorry, go on, Jake. Last comment.
With Argentina, like, it doesn't matter how great of a player you can have. I just can't see, apart from Argentina, like who else could shine for them.
If Brazil get this far, it will be 100% a team effort. Because, like I say, I just can't look past the lack of a world-class striker that Brazil don't have. But we'll get to them in a minute because we have the third place match first. France-Argentina, a repeat of the last World Cup final, but this time it's for the bronze medal. So who's finishing in third place between France and Argentina?
Vive la France.
Vive la France.
I think Argentina's going to be so I just think they're going to be too demoralized after missing the final.
I'm going to say Argentina purely because it's in Miami and that's Messi's home ground. And also it'll be Messi's last ever game in the World Cup as well. If this simulation is.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
you don't think they're going to lock in for Messi's last
good
game?
call then, Chumpy. So you're going Argentina as well?
Well, they kind of
did
already. They kind of did like a whole lot for Messi in the last World Cup.
Yeah, but this is Messi's last ever game.
Retake my semi-final vote.
I don't think
the last ever World Cup game in the World Cup.
Yeah.
We're giving all this hype for Messi's last ever World Cup game, and yet according to Ronaldo's last ever World Cup game, we've got him going out to penalties against Croatia in the last 32.
Well, he also said the Euros are a bigger trophy than the World Cups. So.
Oh, he did, didn't he? Yeah, he's a twat, isn't he? Right. So Argentina is that?
His teammates
was that
don't
majority
love him like
rules on Argentina? Was it?
Yeah, looks like it.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to say.
You're already
Oh, it
Argentina.
doesn't matter what the score is. So you know what? I'm gonna call this a thriller. 3-2 Argentina. And finally, in New Jersey, the grand final, match number one,
Yes!
New Jersey,
match
baby.
I
number
love New
104 of this World Cup, Spain versus Brazil. Let's say, Chumpy, you can go first. You can go first, Chumpy.
New Jersey.
Spain
what's
versus
the match,
Brazil
sorry?
to win the World Cup in the final.
Me personally, I think you're gonna see a Brazil
Okay.
win here.
Let's go.
I
I'm
don't
going
have a
least
lot of,
experienced. I'm going least experienced to most experienced on these calls first. So Chumpy's going Brazil. Rog.
Okay. I had in my own predictions, I had Spain versus Brazil in the World Cup final as well. I put Spain to win the World
So
Cup.
that's one all. Jake.
Yeah. Prior to doing all this, I had Brazil and not Spain. Funnily enough, I had France, but this is one of those World Cup finals as of late. I've been thrillers, but I do think this will be a bit close, a bit cagey. So I'll say 1-1 after 90 minutes, and then in extra time, I'm saying a winner scored by a weird one, but I'm saying Bruno
Brazil.
Guimaraes
Okay.
for Brazil.
Snaz.
Well, this isn't who I would pick. We're just doing this prediction thing. Did Spain in the last two World Cups
No,
win
so
one of them? I don't
Spain won
remember.
in
No.
2010.
They won.
So-
They won in 2010.
Right,
Which
they're gonna
is-
win. They're gonna win this one though.
Okay. Well, I guess that
Yeah.
leaves me an ump, and it's 2-2 right now between Spain and Brazil. So, literally, this could be interesting.
What if we tie?
Ump.
So just because, like, if Brazil makes it this far, I think they're gonna win. I'm gonna pick Brazil. I would have picked France if it was up to me to win the whole thing, but if
This is going to be okay.
if they beat Argentina,
I don't
think
know.
they're-
I
think they're
don't
gonna win.
know
That's a vibe.
what we're
I
going to
mean,
do now because I would have picked Spain.
Spain lost to Portugal last summer, right?
God damn it, Hannah.
Yo,
Okay.
is Val still in the chat?
If
Good
okay, I'm
afternoon.
going to look in. I'm
Avowals.
going to
Yeah,
look in the
avowals are
chat,
the winner.
and if whatever
He did say he did predict Spain, Brazil, but I don't know who picked to win.
Brazil. Oh, well, he went with. Oh, well, he went Brazil France final with France winning, but he's not.
Oh, it's France.
Vows,
Never mind,
if you're
shit.
here, if you're in the chat of Vows,
Well, that's Chris.
if you're in the
gone.
chat of Vows, you are deciding who wins this. Otherwise, I'm going to have to put it to random.org.
Oh no.
Flip a coin.
If he doesn't respond, just put
Yeah,
out a spin wheel.
I might have to put on a spin
Flip a
wheel.
coin.
4 people are
Brazil
watching.
and
I don't know
Spain,
if
so-
Vows is one of them.
That's how we're gonna choose.
Yeah, I might have to flip a coin. Actually, hold on. I wonder if I can.
The coin of destiny.
Let check this out.
Let Hump's kid decide.
Hey, Victoria, which
We can't do that, can we?
What a
Victoria, which one do you
challenge.
want?
Hunter.
What's she saying?
Hunter.
Oh, she's not saying anything. Okay.
And Daddy, right?
Go on, Stans. What's up?
Hunter. I think after this we should each pick what we really think our winner is, because this was just a
I mean, to be honest, I
prediction
would
thing,
probably
right?
still pick Spain. My predictions have kind of worked out.
Not me. I think we should all pick who we
Not
think's
me.
gonna win and our dark horse.
Well, so
Yeah,
who did you
no,
pick to win
and-
the whole thing?
I picked England.
Oh, really? Okay.
What?
Uh,
I could agree to.
I got
I
one
can
of the
see that.
best goalies. I can
okay,
see.
so
He's big on
I
the-
picked a random.
I don't.
Hey, in a
pick for the
close,
best
if it
goalie.
goes
I
to a
picked a
shootout, I
picked a
want the better
random
goalie, don't you?
random.org dice. If it lands on an odd, we're going Spain. If it lands on an even, we're going Brazil. So this is it. Oh shit! It's rolled. Oh fuck! It's rolled
This
2
is how we
dice.
decide
Fuck!
our
That didn't work.
champion.
Hang on. 1 dice. 1 dice. All right.
Well, they're both.
No.
Oh, it's an odd number. So that means it's Spain. Spain are gonna do it.
Damn it.
That's how tight this World Cup is.
So
man.
now, we need dark. Everyone should pick who they think is going to
Actually,
win.
I can't go
and
3
their
3
dark
again.
horse.
That's just no.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to mix it up, but I went 3-3 and then a penalty shootout, and then remembered that was the last World Cup. There's no way that's going to happen again. So,
I'd be fine. I'd be fine to go 2. I'd be fine to go like 2-1 after extra time. Or
Spain.
something.
Okay, so you got my
Okay,
my
who do
prediction.
you think
I got
are actually
England.
going to
Who's
win?
everyone got?
I am still going to say Spain.
I just think they've been to the final the
would
last two.
agree.
Alright.
I think you guys eliminated Argentina too early.
All right, you got Argentina. You two got Spain. I got
Jerry's not
England.
gonna win.
I'm going with England. No, I'm just kidding. I'll go with Brazil. Why not?
Have
So we've
France.
also we've had
Yeah.
And Victoria has
Team USA. Yeah.
So for a dark, let me ask.
That
Now,
Technically be a dark
Hunter.
horse.
define a dark horse. Is it a team outside the top
Okay,
10 that
put
gets
it
to
this
the
way:
final
Morocco
8?
got to the semi-finals last World Cup. They were the first African nation to get to the semi-finals of a World Cup. That is like probably the darkest of dark horses you could ever have.
Right, but we can't.
No,
wow,
yeah,
just
as an
because you're from
example,
Africa.
as
don't need to
an
call 'em dark or
example,
even-
if
Well,
someone,
they're actually from Northern
so if
Africa,
someone
yeah, dark.
before the tournament started had predicted that, that would have been one hell of a dark horse. At the last World Cup, I mean, at the last.
But what were they? What were their
Oh, I don't know.
ranking
I have no
going
idea.
in though? Were they
Like,
like
I think
20?
they were. I think they were like 50.
they're 12 right now, so they're not a dark horse. They're ranked too high.
It's thanks to
correct?
that semi-final performance that's made them go up there. So
Well, I'm just saying. Let's say you have to be
What's the
outside
FIFA
the
ranking?
outside
I
the
don't know
top
the
15.
FIFA rankings.
How's that?
Yeah, let's look
Outside
up,
the
I can
top
look up the
15.
FIFA rankings.
I can look at it. I can look right now. So just
I know we're
below
16th.
below 15. Okay,
Somehow behind
15th
Mexico.
is Senegal right now. 16th is the USA, then Uruguay, then Japan, so on.
My dark horse is Uruguay.
Uruguay,
Yeah, but they've won 2 world titles. Can they be a dark?
Well, they're outside the top 15. How else are we gonna?
Yeah, but I think also right, Hunter. Like you can't have Uruguay be a dark horse. Right? Like,
Okay, fair enough.
it's Morocco.
Well, then can
never
we have
has an
Ecuador?
African.
Can Ecuador be a dark
Yeah.
horse then?
Yes.
Ecuador's my
Yeah.
dark
The
horse,
best.
and
How are they a
so-
dark horse if they're the #1 defense?
because they've historically never done much of anything at
That's-
a World
I
Cup.
mean, there's a
Okay.
famous
okay.
saying, Snoz, defense
Fair
wins you.
enough.
Yeah.
Alright,
Attack
well, then
wins
I'm
you
gonna
games, defense
say
wins you tournaments.
the Norway.
My
Can Norway
dark
be
horse,
one?
I will still stick with
Yeah.
the dark horse I said earlier, which is Norway as well, because the first
Yeah, I
Norway's like a
I'm with
hipster
first-
dark horse. That
first
everyone's
World
picking,
Cup
so
since
it's Norway.
'98. They have arguably the
Even
best striker
Japan.
on the planet, and
Yeah.
I think they
Maybe
could get
Switzerland?
to at least the
about-
quarterfinals.
Well, what about
Switzerland's an alright shot.
how about Mexico? Is Mexico a dark horse?
Mexico be a
they're
massive.
I mean,
dark
if
horse.
if you're going off your rules, Snoz, of top 15, Mexico are 14.
No, but
Not
in reality,
on not
they're-
on your
they're-
ranking there, not on mine. They're not.
They've never
They're
been
like
to
they're
semifinals.
17th. I mean, but that's fine.
They would be
I-
the biggest. They'd be an even bigger
Oh,
dark
you know what?
horse than
Screw it.
Morocco.
My dark horse is America.
Yep, that would count.
So-
I like
Okay, actually, I've got a,
Canada.
Oh,
Yeah, there would
Yeah,
be-
Canada
that
would
is
be a
the
dark
dark
horse.
Yeah.
That
that
would
is the
definitely
greatest
be a
dark
dark horse.
Watch them win the World Cup.
Actually, who's not? We haven't said Scotland would be a
no,
dark
Scotland.
horse.
If,
Come on,
if
Scots.
Scotland
For
get
sure.
out of the groups, that's a success. That's yeah. It's just not if
They're
they
gonna
don't beat
get out of
Haiti,
group, sure. Why are they
because
gonna
it's
lose to Haiti?
Scotland.
Because they struggled against Curacao.
Believe in the Scots, man.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's another question. Okay, is there a scenario, let's say, I'm just going to throw a couple more questions out there before we close out this stream. Is there a scenario where USA do not get the furthest out of the 3 hosts? And I'm basing this more on Mexico.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, there is because if you look at the 3 groups the hosts are in, we got the raw deal of the 3 teams. We have the most competitive group, maybe in the whole cup. Like everyone in our group is like between rank of like 15 and 25 or something. It's like really tough. So I would
Yes,
say we're the most likely to probably lose.
I guess one thing can maybe discuss, which is quite relevant, is do we say some of the individual
I
awards
was literally
that go
just
out?
thinking that. The problem is I don't think
Pele.
Chumpy and
sorry.
I don't think Chumpy
I
and
think Pele's
Snars
in
could name a player if we tried to say who's going to be the top scorer and just randomly pick someone.
Yeah, we
Well,
don't.
there's top scorer, best goalkeeper.
Let's just do
player of the tournament, so.
Well, the best goalkeeper better
and
be
young-
the one
and young
from
player of the
England, or
tournament,
I
but I
might
don't
He's
predict
gonna
it
pick
wrong.
Jordan Pickford.
Let's not do all of them. Let's just pick tops. Let's not pick all of them. Let's
Everton
just
goalkeeper.
pick top scorer. Let's say. Let's all pick a name for top scorer.
How about top scorer and player
Could do
of the
player of the
tournament?
tournament, but I
that's
think how
One and the same,
how do you
probably.
judge player of the tournament?
Well, I mean,
It's
Messi
usually based-
won.
No,
Messi won player of the tournament.
player of the
last one, and
tournament is
Mbappe was
largely
top
based
scorer,
off
so.
of who wins, and we can't know for certain who's going to win. Whereas at least with top scorer, we could like take a punt on like the top strikers at least.
Oh, I'm gonna pass on this. I don't know.
Will everyone else pick a name, and then the best name like in the world that's left over, we'll give to Snaz. So, Jake, I'm guessing I know who you're going to pick, so I might as well let you go first. Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say Haaland straight off the bat.
No, as much as I'd love that, I don't think Erling.
You don't think
scoring,
Norway?
like,
You don't think Norway will
scoring,
get
like,
far
6
enough for
goals.
him to score enough goals? I'm guessing is your.
I mean, we've all voted for them to
No,
play
I
40
don't.
games.
Okay, well, you know what? I'll go Haaland, just because if no one else is going to pick him, I'll take just so that we each try to have a different name, if possible.
He's going to get grouped, but he's going to score
Is it-
5 against.
No,
Is
we're
it player of the
we're
tournament?
picking top scorer.
It's top
So,
scorer. So,
Any
Okay.
I'm going to go off
Yeah.
vibes and say.
Chumpy,
Luis
you
Diaz.
know the least, so I'll let you go next.
I'm
That's why I let
picking
you go next.
Mbappe.
okay.
You at least pick
Right.
somebody.
Does
A real
he-
He's the
person.
French.
what does he do?
He's the French striker,
He's
and
good.
he's probably one of the top strikers in the
scorer.
world.
Good. Good. I picked an offense guy. Thank God.
Has Messi
No,
already
he's not been said. You reckon Messi will be the top scorer at 30, whatever he is now?
38.
If not
No.
him, maybe Torres.
Who?
Torres.
Oh, Ferran
Ferran
Torres for
Torres.
Spain. Oh, okay,
Ferran
that is a
Torres,
left field
okay.
pick. Okay. Right, I'm just gonna I'm putting all these in the chat so we have them somewhere officially. I'm saying Haaland. Chumpy's saying Mbappe. Who did you pick up? You picked Luis Diaz.
I picked Johan Vasquez, the center back from Mexico.
Okay, Luis
That's how they
Diaz.
score all their goals.
Which leaves Jake, and then we'll pick the leftovers for Snaz. Who are you going with, Jake? Harry Kane's still out there. What else? I'm trying to
Kane's
think
an
of a
option,
Spanish player. Lamine Yamal, maybe, but I
Yamal.
mean that would be.
He's going to score a hat trick in the last group stage game.
You know what? I'll say. I'll go a little bit rogue with this one, and I think I'm gonna say. I think it'll be a tie for top 2. So I am gonna name 2
No,
players.
no, no.
But
You're gonna pick one.
just
You
as
can't
I-
hedge your bets.
just because
Yeah,
I
I think
can't,
one.
just because I can't choose between one, and I think they'll be tied.
Okay.
I'm saying
You can say
Kane.
both, but you got to
I'm saying Kane, and the other one I'll say Julian Alvarez.
Okay.
for
We'll give
Argentina.
Jake Alvarez, and we'll give Kane to Snaz.
Who's going to
Yeah.
Wait, no. Can I?
Okay.
pick
Well,
for
who are you
Snaz?
gonna pick?
I
Okay, I'm
reckon
giving him Harry Kane.
Ronaldo.
Jake,
Give him Harry Kane's
Alvarez.
slice and all
Who's
that.
gonna have? Okay, who's gonna have? Who? Actually, no, this is not a good question because based on our predictions, we've already made it very clear who's gonna have a better final World Cup, Messi or Ronaldo. It sounds very much like it's going to be Messi.
Messi, basically.
Well, yeah, like, what team actually likes the guy?
Yeah, everyone likes Messi. I feel like the only fans that like Ronaldo are fans of the teams he used to play for.
Yeah, no one from Portugal.
I'm trying to think if there's any other good questions. Who's going to go the furthest out of the African nations? Let's throw that one out there.
Wait, I got a question.
I think we picked Senegal, right?
I think
I'm
Senegal
not.
or Morocco. I think we picked.
I
I think it's a toss up with
Morocco,
Egypt. I threw
Egypt.
Egypt in there as well, based on what I was saying.
Oh, did Egypt make the round of 16?
It depends. They need a lot of luck.
It's a good shout.
Yeah. Well, actually, another interesting one. How about like?
It could really be
flopping
Egypt.
tournament?
Yeah, I wouldn't rule out Senegal there.
Right.
Go on, Chumpy.
Can I provide a question? Who do you think is gonna have the most fun?
Who's gonna have the? Which country will the most
Curacao
entertaining to watch?
Okay, what about most entertaining fans? So,
I reckon Haiti.
You see, it's always one of these random
reckon
countries
Haiti's
that
gonna have
provides
the
the
most
most entertaining fans. Like the country that's just happy to be there.
That Haiti-New Zealand game was wild. But how many Haitians are going to be able to afford it?
We haven't even got into that. Yeah.
So Curacao, they're going to be able to afford it.
I can't afford the World Cup right now.
Maybe Senegal.
Yeah. I already blew all my sports money this year going to the Daytona
Iraq?
500.
That's got crazy fans.
I mean, best
think
hope, best fan.
Didn't someone
Most
say
Sun
earlier
fans.
in the stream that Uzbekistan had some pretty
Yeah,
crazy
that was
fans?
me. The Uzbeks are quite crazy in terms of their fans I've seen.
Yeah.
I'll say most Sun fans are Mexico.
I feel like Mexicans are just...
You don't want to deal. You don't
They're
want
on
to deal
pins
with
and
an, with an.
needles.
You don't want to deal with an angry Mexican, especially a
Yeah,
fan.
they're not fun. They're just...
Especially when
they're
you walk up
just-
to-
I mean, France has got some pretty.
Every country in the world's probably got at least a section of fans that are just like ultra nut jobs.
Yeah. Which team's gonna be
England.
the most patriotic?
I've
That's
got
the
one.
question we
Well,
got.
USA, yeah, easily.
USA.
Okay,
Well,
who's who?
USA.
Okay, I've got one last one, and then we'll call it quits.
Half our country hates us because our players, some of our players voted for Trump. So it's like,
Okay, I've got one for you. Which country do we think is the most
reckon-
likely, based on the expectation, to just absolutely bomb, like crash and burn out in the group stages?
Well, the United States doesn't bomb a lot of countries.
God.
No.
Oh
I'm just kidding.
I'm leaning more towards Europe. I'm leaning
I'm
more
thinking
towards a
Turkey.
European.
I
don't wanna
country.
say-
That's my hot pick too.
I don't want to say.
Do I
I
dare-
don't want to say this, but because of history and the selection, I'm gonna be that pessimistic
God.
guy and say England.
In the group stage, you got
Do
6
I-
free points, dude.
Do I dare
Germany-
say Germany?
That would not be a bad pick. They have two
Uruguay,
very tough
maybe.
opponents.
No one was hyping up Uruguay.
Yeah, Uruguay. Yeah, Uruguay could.
But then again, actually,
Uruguay's a
maybe
bit
less so
hit and miss,
because
They're the
maybe
they're
less
the
so
worst
because
team
Uruguay
here.
already went out in the
They're the
groups.
worst team here from CONMEBOL. See these 6 teams
Yeah.
from CONMEBOL? Every other team from
Yeah.
CONMEBOL is way better than that.
Including Paraguay, which on paper I would have not said that.
You know,
Maybe
I
Sweden
think-
Well,
actually.
I
I don't
think
know.
out of all
Uruguay hasn't done
the
anything the
three-
last year.
I think out of all the 3 host countries, I think Canada is by far the most patriotic. Not to go back to this, but I didn't get to
Okay.
say it.
So
yeah,
we're
I
all
think
done,
that's.
right?
I think we've run out of bonus questions, and we've been going for just
Who's gonna
under
win the
2.5
Pele
hours.
Award?
Wait, I got
5
I got
hours.
one.
Okay.
I got one more question.
Oh no.
Speak now, or forever hold your American peace.
Which team do you guys think is gonna be the best dressed
God.
pre-game?
France?
Oh,
Friend-
did
the
anyone
friendship
see
one.
the
Friendship
new
one.
rule that if a play did anyone
Well,
see the
Scotland,
new?
Scotland, they're banning kilts. They're saying it's too
Sorry,
hot.
go on, Snas.
Okay.
Go on, Snas.
Kilts.
Ready? Has anyone seen the one specific
Oh.
rule that if a player talks to a ref with their mouth covered,
That's-
they get
I find that
busted?
fun. I find that
Anyone
funny just
see it?
because
What's if they argue with an opposing player because they
Right,
might
but
say a
it says if they
slur, might say
cover their
something.
mouth when they talk, they can kick them out for
A lot of
or
these,
something. I
a
forget
lot of these
A red
rules
card,
have
yeah,
been
they give you a
based
red
on
card.
recent events.
Why?
So
Well, most people will say cover their mouth so you can't read the video, but they'll say a crazy slur to like get somebody riled up to try to punch them, you know, and get them a red card. So it's like they're just saying no
Yeah.
hands of your mouth. Like what you're gonna say is gonna be we can review it.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
Anyway, okay, let's call it quits because we've been going.
Now what's gonna happen is two teammates up for a club. They're gonna be like, "Yo, what's up? Your wife doing good?" And they're gonna like red card both of us.
Oh my
Yep.
god!
Yeah.
Here's something for you. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm going to end on this, and it's not even World Cup related. Smokey's just put up a thing. Ryan Stratus is hyped for Halo Ninja Warrior Tournament 32. What the?
Yeah, no.
I gotta go and look at this.
Bro put out all the
Huh?
fun
Yo,
as
The
What's
one
his gamer
rule
tag?
that
What?
Get him in
I gotta go look
Discord.
this up. So now we have.
there's another rule I think
Wait,
where
I'm calling.
Oh, yeah, I don't know notifications.
Hunter, there was another rule where if you got injured or had something happen on the field, you had 15 seconds to get off, or you had to play a
Just 10
minute
seconds.
without a
Which is kind
player.
of difficult if you're actually.
Well,
you had
It's
to
kind
play
of
a
difficult
whole
if you're
minute without
actually
a play.
injured to get off the pitch in 10 seconds.
Well, that's why I didn't understand. Some of these rules kind of seem
Well, if
subjective.
it's
That's
if
what I
it's
mean.
a yellow card foul, then it's
Okay.
waived. You can
But anyway,
give
listen,
them
I'm
out.
calling it. I'm
But
calling
if
it
you're
quits because
getting-
otherwise we're going to be going through these for ages. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching.
Just talk about it.
Hope you guys enjoyed this prediction,
Yeah.
and let's enjoy the World Cup.
And-
It starts this coming Thursday.
Yep.
World Cup.
And enjoy the
Yeah,
Spartan
yes,
South
enjoy that
beer
as well.
tomorrow.
Uh,
Ooh.
all right.
Yep.
True.
Thank you, everybody.
Is anyone running smoke?